The first comment I read, it says I'm late. I was right on time. What are you talking about? 8 p.m. on the dot. Well, not on the dot, but it still was 8 p.m. You can't call me late when I'm literally there on the minute I usually promise to be. This game is definitely your game of the game of GOT, game of TR. I think you made Y there. Goater. Game of the year. There we go. Game of the year. I'm sure it'll be a lot of people's. I enjoy it. I still think I would probably pick, if he made me choose, Resident Evil 4 over it at this point. I like Zelda, but they can be a bit exhausting after a while. What's up, Jim? How you doing tonight? How is everyone? Did everyone tell their mothers you love them today? Hmm? Did you go spend some time? Maybe get her some flowers. Tell her like, Mom, I appreciate you. If they're alive, that is. Anything happened in the story so far? We still are technically getting off the tutorial island. I spent a long time just exploring it last night and coming to grips with the game. But we're almost done. We just gotta go get one more shrine and then we can leave and start the game proper. Took my mother out to Outback Steakhouse. That right there is a gentlemanly thing to do. She's proud of you. Did you get the bloomin' onion? But I mean, if I go to Outback Steakhouse, I'm always gonna get a blooming onion, even though they're only good for like the first like 10 minutes when you have one, and afterward you can't finish it all, and it starts to get a little cool, and it's Am I the only one that thinks that blooming onions only good when they're freshly hot and they're crispy? And if you don't finish it quickly, yeah, you have to have like a whole party there to finish one. Because it's a onions are they're a strong taste, and I feel like they'll fill you up quick if you're not careful. And just I don't know. I can usually take like a couple bites and then I don't want anymore, and then the bloomin' onion will just sit there for the rest of the rest of the meal. Dartigan is live on Mother's Day. Please tell Mama Dartigan Happy Mother's Day. She is, she's a wonderful lady. She is. Wouldn't be the man I am today had she not been in my life. Was busy with work, but I did call during break and I heard some great Mother's Day news. That she loves you and she respects you and is proud of you. You do come with us to Japan, you had to play Fortnite. All right, trips off, not playing Fortnite. Yeah, and that's it's a killer for me. Afraid not. Can you give me more? You don't need to give me all these games, man. I understand you like me, but I really don't want to take advantage of people who watch me by getting them to send me a bunch of stuff. It just doesn't feel right to me. I want to turn into one of those content creators like, hey guys, send me all your shit. So I would rather you enjoy it. I make my own money. If I want something, I can afford it, and I don't want to put that off on other people. But yeah, Mother's Day chat. Cheers to all the mothers around the world for doing their work, their duty. For because I never asked to be brought into this fucking world. You gotta do something after that. And God bless. So, yeah. Let me send out an announcement or two real quick. I'm messing with you. You don't have to play Fortnite. I was gonna say. I mean, eventually Japan will be inside Fortnite, so you won't even need to take the vacation if you wait long enough. Bit off topic, but I think you'll like One Piece if the pacing wasn't so shit. I think I'd like One Piece if it was just like a one season anime and only took like 12 episodes. I really, I don't know, there's just sometimes you look at the scope of what it would take, the time it'll take to get into anything, and you realize that's hundreds upon hundreds of hours if you want to get into it at this point. But it's also, I just not for me. I've looked at it before when I tried reading the manga at the beginning, and it just didn't appeal to me. Teacher, if you like it, that's perfectly fine. I'm not gonna, there's a lot of people who do love One Piece, but I tried reading the manga and I didn't care much for it. One Piece is pretty daunting. Yeah, it's probably got a couple more years left in it. I'm pretty sure at this point, One Piece is older than almost everyone reading it. Already have a full-time job, can't get into one. See, that's exactly my kind of opinion. I mean, I've always heard it, it starts out kind of shit and gets better, and maybe I gave up on it too soon, but I didn't really want to read through 1,000 goddamn chapters. or however many it's currently up to. There's just I got too much shit on my plate. Hunter x Hunter when what do you mean? Are you asking me when it's gonna be finished? I don't know, probably never. I'm actually quite certain the author of that'll die before he ever finishes it. At the rate he's currently going, and considering his health is pretty poor. When did One Piece start? In like the late 90s. I believe One Piece was starting up right around the time Dragon Ball was actually coming to an end. It was kind of like the big replacement for Dragon Ball in that same magazine. And so they got pushed pretty hard. Yeah, so maybe it's a little too long. Maybe just a touch. I mean, there are longer manga series out there actually. There's some manga that's I know there's one manga that's been going for like over 40 years now. It's like a guy with aviators. He's like an assassin or something. Golgo, I think it's called. Yeah, it's been, or maybe it's actually from the 60s. It's been going, and there's like I think there's a Detective Conan. It's been going for a long time, and JoJo. Yeah, JoJo's been going since the 80s. There's also a boxing manga. I don't remember the name of it. That's been going for a long time as well. Ugh, and some of those are like weekly mangas. God, I don't know how they're still alive. Hajime no Ippo. Yeah, I think that's it. I know it's got like over 1,000 manga chapters. I'll see it posted every once in a while. How do you make 1,000 like a 40-year long series on boxing? That blows my mind that someone can spend basically their life working on one thing. Trippy animation. Oh yeah, I should actually change it because technically the stream has started when I'm talking. So let's put it just Dartigan now. Welcome back, Letson. How you doing? Goddamn, that's a lot of manga. Yeah, it's a lot of manga. Like I said, I tip my hat to anyone who could spend 20, 30, 40 plus years working on a single story. But that's actually not uncommon over there. I have a question for you. Do you think Kate will like the game? Because I'm thinking about getting it for. Did she say she never played a Zelda game before? Also, I think her Switch is broken right now, actually, so she wouldn't be able to play any Switch game. I believe she mentioned that she dropped her Switch and it stopped working. Coming with 1,000 different ways to block with your head. One Piece is fun. I managed to get caught up on it, and so now it's just reading weekly releases. Isn't it always like a buzzkill once you like read when you're like late to coming to a manga and you read like a bunch of chapters in like a really quick rush until you get caught up, and then you're like stuck waiting for like weekly or monthly releases. That's happened to me quite a few times. You're like, then you get really impatient because the pacing is now different for you. There's only been a few manga that I caught at the very beginning and it stuck with. Chainsaw Man is one. I caught Chainsaw Man the first week it came out, and I've been reading it ever since. So, but a lot of people got into it after the anime. Let me know when you see Zelda's ass again, like Breath of the Wild. I don't think that's happening. I think she wears a different outfit in this game. 1,000? 1,000. That's why I read Fire Force when it was in finished. Yeah, I actually started reading Fire Force back when it came out, and it kind of sucked, and I stopped. And I heard it recently finished, and also ties back into Soul Eater somehow. But it got really corny. This game is a 0 out of 10 now. Look at this brave man and his opinions. Is this you're trying to be that one guy that shows up on Metacritic? Like, yeah, I'm the real opinion. Let me know when the sexy drumsticks appears. I don't think Midna's coming back. Well, she won't be drumsticks anymore. She got turned back into like human form or whatever. So she'll only assume that form if she wants to. That's how it is for me now with Komi-san can't communicate. Okay, that sounds like slice of life. Level up for any Chainsaw Mans or read it after the anime. Yeah, it's definitely going to be quite the experience if you only coming from the anime and you read the manga. Fire Force has its issues, but the ending was all right. Yeah, I'm glad it. I believe the author of it went a bit nuts though, didn't he? He got really upset with how people were commenting on it. From what last time I heard about it, it's even so much so that he started like complaining inside the story of his own manga. Chainsaw Man manga that's different from the anime? Not really. The anime played it pretty straight. But the manga is much further ahead than the anime. Anime ends at like only like I think like chapter 20 or something like that. and it's currently over 100 or so chapters. Technically, it's in part 2 of the Chainsaw Man manga. As a medical professional, I have strong opinions on video games and other forms of media and fiction. What is your opinion on them? They dedicated a couple chapters just roasting, roasting people. Mostly the girl who kept losing her clothes for no reason. Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not a prude. I'm fine. Like, all right, here, if you're gonna read anything from Japan, you're gonna have to accept. You know, sometimes there's gonna be fan service. They just what this they don't they look at it a different way. To them, it's funny, as well as also maybe sex appeal. But not all of it's not all of them do it, but some of the, it works its way in eventually to almost every story. But yeah, but when you just basically have a character who's dedicated to it, it's like, really? Can't you have anything else besides your clothes coming off? Fire Force author got annoyed by people criticizing how he does fan service. I think he's also stressed out because, making manga is not easy. Started reading Chainsaw Man before the anime when I saw the manga panels where Chainsaw Man enters the restaurant. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that since that's a kind of a spoiler. And that'll also be a point that something a lot of people are looking forward to seeing that animated. But yeah, I'm actually thought about buying the volumes of Chainsaw Man because I like it that much. You're not a prude, yeah. I'm definitely not a prude. I'm actually very, let's say, open, and what's the word I'm working for? I mean, I'm not, yeah, the opposite of prude. We need a word that's just basically the opposite of prude that we can say and everyone knows. Hey, what's up behind the key? What's up? At least she was great at combat, unlike Sakura gets a lot of shit even to this day, doesn't she? Justice for Kobini. Dartigan buying something in this economy? I know, right? Besides the essentials. My kind of guy, yeah. You should all be like me, chat. Open and you'll intriguing. Horny Dart, that's different. You can be a prude and still be horny, This game is okay, but my favorite Zelda was Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker. I mean, like I said, Wind Waker and Majora's Mask, I like for the atmosphere and some of the character portrayals. Gameplay wise, I will admit Breath of the Wild and probably Tears of the Kingdom are better. Opposite of prude, how about dude? How do you feel about part 2 of Chainsaw Man? It's a bit slower than the first part. I don't mind a slower pace as long as it's used correctly to develop characters in an interesting way, and I feel it's done that. It's also recently been picking up, and now the pacing feels a lot more like part 1, and but it also still has the depth that he developed by slowing things down a bit to develop some characters and their motivations. So I'm not complaining about it, really. It's been entertaining to watch him do something like that. He's actually very good at doing slower pace, like very serious stories. He made like an award-winning one-shot, like good. What was it? Something about an artist who died. That was like one of those tearjerker moments. Chat talking about being horny. Actually, we're talking about mainly manga, but horniness comes up sometimes when you're discussing entertainment from Japan. Goodbye Era, yeah, that's it. Like that's a hard read, man. But it's from the same guy who made Fire Punch and Chainsaw Man. Fire Punch is, I guess that's lesser known, but that one's a bit of a trip too. I mean, that's a manga where one of the villains, pretty much the main villain until like the very end, their motivation for wanting to destroy the world is so they could finally watch all the Star Wars movies. That has to be one of the best villain motivations I've ever come across. Like, hey, I want to destroy the world so civilization can rebuild itself, and then one day in the future, they'll finally make Star Wars again, and I can see how the new movies ended. Basically, she wanted to see the new Star Wars trilogy, the one everyone hates. And in her world, that series never got finished, and she wanted to destroy the world so civilization could build itself back up to make the new shitty Star Wars trilogy. That is, I know it sounds like I'm making it up, but it's true. I mean, that didn't really play much a hand in anything, but that was like one of the villain's motivations. Like, you know what? I can respect that. That's a noble goal. I hope Fire Punch gets animated one day. It might be kind of difficult though, since the main character is naked for the entire series, just about. Though he is on fire, so I would kind of censor it. Hey, where's my video game? Oh, Nintendo Switch, and you and your love of going it to sleep. No one touches the button. Also, I clicked on the wrong button. There we go. There it is. That's a relatable villain. Well, like I said, it's not the good Star Wars she wanted to watch. It was the new trilogy. In like their world, the new trilogy was announced, but then the world was like civilization ended before it could be made, and she apparently just really wanted to see it. And just seeing what those movies turned out to be like. Oof. I'm ready to destroy the world for him. The relatable villain. Conquering the world is overrated. I just want Metroid Prime 4. One of the characters in Fire Punch movies comes up. Yeah, the mangaka of Fire Punch and Chainsaw Man is a big movie buff. He's like loves movies. He's like Kojima in that regards. Okay, chat. Okay. Okay, which? Well, okay, both of these are fine, I guess. He loves FLCL. Yeah, there's a reason why I like Chainsaw Man, and that's because FLCL heavily inspired it. Question for anyone who's played this game: will this thing I attached to a shield actually do anything? I really should have made it into a weapon, but I didn't have one available, so I just stuck it on a shield, and I don't think I can do anything with it. I could probably mash potatoes with it pretty good. It looks like a blender. I'm gonna have to like start using it just to get rid of it because I'm sick of seeing it on my back. Alright, so we gotta go do some stuff. The dildo? That's a dildo to you. This thing. Keep this man away from vaginas. Keep him the hell away. Oh yeah, that's a dildo right there. That's spiked for her pleasure. You should be able to teleport. Yeah, but kind of like move. Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. I've already kind of like been through there. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh god. Also, 25 bits. Let me save you hours of editing and headaches. Tears of Geekdom is a flawless 11 out of 10 masterpiece. It is truly without sin. Look at this fanboy. Look at him, chat. Let's see. Yeah, it's all the way back here, right? How do you fast travel again? You have to like be standing at the statue. Oops, shit. Oh no, you gotta go with these. Is the next big release after this FF16? I believe so. Only game without sin is Persona 5. That game is anime. It's already a sin. Hell, it's got actual sin in it. You can literally like romance one of your teachers and you're like underage. Okay. Where's the freaking... Okay, out this way. Doctor you can romance is also a decade older than you. Well, I guess she likes younger men. The visual novel Westerners don't understand reading with animation. You went what, Persona? That's not really a visual novel, it's an RPG. It's got visual novel elements to it. I'm right under it. Do I gotta, like, go through the ceiling? Yep. Where plot? Where currently, after the plot got started, when the Master Sword was destroyed, or it's mainly destroyed, Mummy Ganon is awake, Zelda's missing, we need to, get our shit together and, get a job. I know I saw the thing over there, but I want to check around first. Like, isn't this back? Okay, I see. Recall is very fun. Personally, I think I get one more spell, don't I? Yeah, I think there's one more. No, two more, actually. No, stop. This is a crystal refinery. I can take your crystallized charges and use them to produce energy wells. Producing. Production will require at least 100 crystallized charges. Turn when you have... I see. One note regarding the zonite required to process crystallized charges. The mines on the island have nearly run dry. I doubt there is enough left to produce an energy well. But there is more to be had. Check the distant depths of the world below. That is its original source. Okay. Started watching Evangelion a week ago. Oh. Yeah, well. That series is all sorts of fucked up when it comes to humans, like, and how they, like, relate to each other. That's the entire point of it. Like, no, everyone's broken as fuck in it. You tried attaching a mine to your shield. I haven't really... This is still the beginning of the game, so there's not a whole lot of stuff I can play around with just yet. What? No. Let's stamp it. Wait, is that my map? Oh, that's my map. Never mind. Wood. Oh wait, man, I gotta stamp it even more. Where is there another one coming? I like this ability. What happened with Dark Pictures? Oh, we finished it. It was a very long stream, but you mean what happened at the end? The killer turned out to be a guy we'd never met, some kind of FBI agent that, decided... we didn't really get that good explanation, but, we kept 2 people alive and they escaped, and, then at the very end we found out the killer was still alive. Such a great game. Loved every moment of it. A lot of the characters... Honestly, I felt it was better getting some characters killed rather than keeping all of them alive like we previously have. It actually at least made it feel like as an actual slasher flick. Still mad you missed the stream. I mean, the VOD is still up if you want to watch it. And I do think it's a very good stream, regardless of the game being your ass. It's just, luckily, Kate and I have, like, really good, like, stream chemistry. So we can pretty much make anything entertaining, I feel. Said before, you almost got the funniest batting. Yeah, something about you. They get recruited to like be the new people or bring people in. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta which I think it's I can individually move the hands too. So up like right there at the 11 o'clock position. How'd you like Jedi Survivor? I liked it. Good game. There we go. To the Shrine of Light, the which imprisons purifies the ancient evil. Jedi Survivor had sufficient amounts of kisses. Toward the end of it did. I think it had a full total of 2, right? Chad, have you... would you play a game of Legend of Zelda where you play as Ganondorf? I doubt it'll ever happen, other than those like Dynasty Warrior type games. But I would like to see a game from his perspective. Maybe like once he reincarnates, he's not a total like evil world, you'll conquering warlord. Light of Blessing. Stream keeps fucking buffering, might have to bounce. Sounds like you're having internet issues, I am the king. You can try watching it on your phone or your computer, whichever one it is. Want Ganon to be Link's companion in one game? Maybe like a, like a rival, I don't know. They're like a villain character, he's like a rival. But I guess the whole point is he always needs to be a villain. Since that there's like a reincarnation cycle going on. Yeah, we've got the stream and the second lowest quality option still buffering. Yeah, I think you're having internet issues then. Because I'm not losing any frames here. So, T-Dot, how you doing? 22 months, the Resident Evil Remake sim video was great. Always enjoy your content. Well, thank you. I was actually really happy how that turned out. I was worried when ever since I've known that remake was coming, I was always worried that my video on the remake, would end up just being a remake of my original RE4 video. So I was happy when that wasn't the case. How far up am I? You know, I could just warp down there, but you know what? Why do that when we can go in style? I did not realize I was this high up. Wait a minute. Jump in the water now, hurry! Fuck, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Shit, there's a pool of water there. Well, fuck. I got a little too excited. No, no. Okay, this is well, he's striking a nice pose though. He's fearless. It's okay. We'll spawn right back on top of it all. Like, didn't hurt. Just a flesh wound, yeah. Definitely feels like you can get to that island though. Like, tilt it. Here we go. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, back up, back up. Fuck. Okay, skydiving is hard. We just gotta wait till we get the glider. Ain't gonna work otherwise. Oh, I'm actually like, uh-oh. Skadoosh. Well, we still made it look good. Back over here. Oh, there's no fast travel point over there, huh? I can go there, that's pretty close. You have to hit R to control yourself in there. Well, you get the... I'm assuming you get the paragliders again as well. Why the heck you don't start with the glide in this one? Because I don't want to give it to you in this area yet. They come up with all sorts of new ways for you to play the game, so they want to make sure you use them. Oh yeah, and something I forgot about. There shouldn't be any more like Link, the Red Moon Rises yet again, right? To respawn all the enemies? Or I'm assuming they'll have something new for that. Otherwise, like, areas will remain like with no enemies in them. Blood moons are back, but I thought that was like a thing of, you know, Calamity Ganon. Can I just say one thing about Nintendo and how they make their games? Why do they insist on having different button layouts, or the way, you know, for like, than standard? Because, you know, the top... When you have your traditional 4 face buttons, they make jump the very top button, and they're like the only one that does it. And then your attack button is normal, but then B, the very bottom face button, is your cancel button, and then the rightermost, you know, face button is your accept button, when it's usually the reverse, or one of those would be the jump button. And then they still use like all the R1 and L1 and, you know, L2, and well, actually one of them is the Z button. They still use those weird too. Skyrim and Oblivion made jump the top button. Yeah, but it's fucking stupid. But you can also, it's also, I know you can remap controls and all, but I still understand why they would make that the standard layout when it's kind of unintuitive. It's like my muscle memory keeps tripping me up all the time because I keep reaching for the wrong buttons. Just here, this game look a little oversaturated. Maybe it's just this plane of like marble. Didn't Elden Ring do that? Elden Ring has the same controls of any Dark Souls game. You know, your attack buttons are all the top buttons. Then your dodge roll is like on your, you know, where it should be. It has jump, yeah, but I don't remember jump ever like tripping me up on the muscle memory. Shit. How did I... Oh, I fell right off. What up? What's up, musical? How you doing? You're still staring at that shield? Yeah, that someone said looked like a dildo. What? Oh, God. Link, you control like ass, you know? Can you go back to like automatically jumping when you come to a ledge, Link? That was a nice feature. Doing good, but got the chores done in 9-degree heat, and now I'm gaming with a couple buddies in Warhammer 3. Ah, wow, Warhammer 3 going for the classics, are we? I'm assuming that's the remake version of it. You have conquered the shrines and claimed the light's blessing. Yes, give me heart. The delivery didn't light the dark-skinned Ariel well, didn't enhance the light on her, and didn't give her the glow to have her blend in with more colorful backgrounds. You will no longer have a heart attack trying to open this door. That looks like a dildo either all. You know, someone in chat mentioned that and we made fun of them for it.
Ah, good. I see you have managed to open the door. You haven't fully recovered yet, but that is to be expected. You were almost beyond saving. By visiting the shrines and receiving their blessings, you have mitigated some of the corruption's effects. Though our time together has been brief, I am so happy that we finally met. You are exactly as Zelda said. I've done everything I can for her. Now it is up to you.
You think this guy would get along well with Kimari from Final Fantasy X? Hot Dart didn't like doing games with silent protagonists. I've done plenty of games with silent protagonists. My preference is always like a character that talks, but it's still doable. Sometimes, not every one of them. It does make it more difficult usually. I should play the best game ever, Disco Elysium, maybe someday. Maybe one day. I just don't know if it would stream very well, to be honest with you. It's like one of those games that chat would get really bored with. You ever see Wall-E? They talked a lot about that. Talking or something. Yeah, I've seen Wall-E. Wall-E is a great... It's probably... I know a lot of people like Up, say Up is Pixar's peak. Like their best movie. I think Wall-E was. There's stream votes, yeah, but that's one thing, like, just people who are like, will stick around for it is another. Because it is mainly a lot of just, like, reading. You agree? I mean, yeah, I saw Wall-E in theaters, and you know what? Like a very good experience. Now loading Master Sword. Hey, if the Master Sword got this messed up, doesn't that mean the spirit that is the Master Sword is practically dead then? You do have to go around collecting bits of the Master Sword? I'm not surprised. It's not like it's gonna stay broken. Oh, not those
Link.
towers again.
Link! You must find me.
Damn, bitch, again. Did I do an entire game about that last time? I hope there's water underneath me. Looks like there is. Yeah, we're about to die. That ain't saving me. Yeah, maybe we can go smack into the other body of water. Castle's looking good over there. Alright. Zoop. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Landed on the plant. That looked painful. You can really believe this used to be DLC. I mean, yeah, I can. I mean, it's still using the same map. It's just like, oh, now there's floating islands. What's harder to believe is it took this long to make, though. It's like, what if we just, like, use the same map, alter it a bit, and add a new gameplay feature and spend, like, 5 years making it? Yeah, I want to see if this shield of mine does anything, if I attack someone with it. Nope, it does nothing. I figured maybe they'd hurt themselves when they attack it. Tell yourself, yeah. I mean, they should have made it do something, at the very least, because it looks so stupid. Want to buy this, but I'll wait. I'm running a D&D campaign. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got your hands full. Well, it still looks nice, mainly because it's got a very nice painterly art style to it that I like. Even if the technology behind it is like ancient at this point. Fuck. Fuck. I don't want to waste all my arrows. Also, thank you, Raz, for the sub, man. I hope you're doing good. Is Twitch having issues with card payments because my monthly sub got declined? Well, it just went through right there. You never know when Twitch is gonna fuck up something. I will have issues with it from time to time. Do you have a horse? Not yet, I don't. I don't think I ever bothered getting a horse in the original in Breath of the Wild either. I was like, you know what? I don't really need it. Oh shit. We all die together. Oh, whoops. So I took him with me. In hindsight, I should have done the boring thing and just shot an arrow into the crate. Rest of this crap weaponry I got on me. Also, Solomon Signet, thank you for your sub. I appreciate it. Wait a minute, I can maybe I can add like horn to my thing if I fuse it. Yeah, we'll make a thick stick with a Boko Goblin horn. Yeah, that's actually not a bad looking weapon now. Thick stick, thick. Stick. Yeah, are you protecting anything up there? It definitely feels like I'm not running into as many Koroks as they did in the last. I'm guessing they reduced the amount. God, I hope they did. So Dartigan, is this better, worse, the same with some upgrades than Breath of the Wild? Should I wait? I mean, it really is just Breath of the Wild with a different set of spells you're gonna use. Instead of like, here's a bunch of bombs or like time stop powers, now you get time rewind and use and move thing around powers. Other than that, it's the same. What am I picking up this for? Dildo shield. Don't make fun of my dildo shield, alright? You have not yet seen its full power. Oh, that sword can't... Oh yeah, it's a two-handed sword. I can't block while doing that. Nintendo's business practices are awful. They only get a pass because of nostalgia. And money. And a lot of money. My brother in Christ, you're here. Look at you gotta start somewhere, and I'm starting at just 4 heart pieces, man. Things kill you quick. By forging a shield to the sword, I'm sure. You know what? I've only got this one iron sword, this one iron shield, and it's already got a fuse to it. So I'd have to shield a pretty shitty one. Also, GMC, give that a sub. I am the king. Thank you, GMC. Why has the shield got a rod attached to it? Because I got that from beating a boss, but I didn't have any weapons that could attach. I could attach to it, so I didn't want to just leave it there. So I put it on my shield, and now it does nothing. Now it's just ornamental. It's okay, we all love it. It's a nice accessory. I really need to cook more food. Just wish we could choose our link and gender. I mean, Link already looks enough like a woman. I don't see what you can just use your imagination. He can be either one. He is a twink. Always has been. Pretty expected she would have been have eyes for Zelda as the first fan. Pardon me. Do you prefer Zelda with a leather jacket, a mohawk, and some pink? I wanted Goth Zelda. I only want Goth Zelda. Give that girl some true daddy issues and a better, darker themed makeup kit. Her name is Midna. True. Hyrule restoration materials. Use the materials to cash for all your building needs. Come find us if you'd like a dream home. They're just like, hey, here's some free stuff. Pretty nice of them. Closest we got to Wink Zelda is Wind Waker. You mean Tetra? She was like sassy Zelda essentially. Use Claymore with another Claymore, double Claymore. What I want to find is a beehive and make a beehive type. There's got to be beehive weapons in the game. There has to be. If I can't make a beehive sword, I'm going to be very upset. Or just like beehive on a stick. Oh, there's another one of those over there. Bioshock can do it, exactly. Keep finding these, like, potential houses I can build. Do I get some, if I build a house, do I get something from it? I don't think there's enough there to build a house with, but keep coming across them, so I'm wondering. Oh shit, that barrel's about to beam me in the head. Can you give me free arrows? I'd love that if you could. Shoot them into the ground for me. Or not me, though. I wonder, can we tear this apart? No. Recall you can block arrows with the wooden shields? Yeah, you can. Yeah, good. I'm thinking of adding this to my spear. Make a better, like, spear. Plus, yeah, that's extra damage. Eat, I gotta make food first. I gotta find a pan for that. Look, we're headed towards civilization. We'll find some place to cook over there. You know, earlier I was wondering why you didn't start at 7, then I remembered I'm in the south right now and not the Midwest. Yeah, I always start at 8, so I guess you'll... Yeah, you gotta remember, daylight savings time and all that as well. Hey Dar, what's your favorite color? I would say blue, if I were to really pick one. But, you know, a lot of the clothes I wear are usually, like, black, so I don't know. No way. Link? Mr. Link? Is that really you? Where have you been? No one's seen you or Princess Zelda since you went under the castle to investigate the gloom. And that's when the castle rose into the air. Everyone's been so worried about both of you. Pura said Perla has barely slept. She's been trying to figure out where you two went. The moment Pura should be in that building with a telescope. Please hurry there now. She'll want to know what you're all right. Who's that guy? Just some random villager. Does he need to be anyone important? Alright, but I got my hands full right now. Building materials you're after? I suggest you start by cutting a tree down. Hey, hold on. I thought that might be you, Link. Wow, what a relief. You're safe. I was seriously worried about you. Where have you been anyway? Sorry, just relieve your back. So you know Purah's here, right? You gotta see her right away. You haven't yet. But no, I can't even tell you how happy I am. See you here at Lookout Landing. By the way, is that girl that was like from your Kiriko village that was basically like your waifu? Is she back in this game? I forget her name, honestly. Hey, welcome. It's your first time in my store, right? Which waifu? The platinum white-haired one that was in the Japanese village. Was that Pura? I don't know. I forget her name. The only place to shop here in Lookout Landing. I know it looks a little thrown together. It's like a nice selection of goods. You know, I haven't found a single rupee in this game. Back in my hometown, so I hope you'll support my place here. Buy my stuff. Well, I come from a small fishing town called Lurelin Village. Way to the south of the southeastern corner of Hyrule. It used to be a peaceful place, too. Then the pirates arrived. Used to run the village's general store, but when those pirates arrived, I had to grab all the goods I could carry and run. I don't know how it's going there now. Hope we can return someday, but for now, I'll just keep selling as much stuff as I can. Please let me know if there's anything you'd like. Like half the women there, though. Okay, you know the one that there's actual character, though. I guess the rubies? They don't really add much fuse attack power. Alright. Opals. Yeah, they only add fuse attack power and it's kind of shit, so they're only worth selling. Contains the power of water. Aura energy. That is probably the most weebish thing you can say, but I applaud your bravery. I guess I'll avoid selling anything else for the time being. Actually, isn't one of the best ways of making money selling food? Alien tunic, 130 better defense than I currently got. I shall take it. You've made me very happy today. Breath of the Wild, it's canon that Pura has a seed-shaped birthmark on her left ass cheek, and that's why her name is Pura. Thank you, Nintendo. These pants be expensive. I'd rather have the cloak, though. Make sure we get that. I don't have enough for the trousers. My girlfriend walked on me buying from this RPC and thought I was watching porn. How did you explain it to her? Like, no, babe, it's that's what it is. I swear. You know, you can buy your horse, right? As you of your arrival is sure to cause a bit of stir. Oh, but you probably needed something, didn't you? Well, this is your first visit. Go talk to that soldier at the center of our little fort. Some women just have sexy voices. I mean, it's true. Kind of true. She was very happy that I was throwing money at her, and she threw me close. You know, I kind of like that strategy. Always keep like a stack of bills in your personal, near you chat. So if like someone's mad at you in your own home, just as soon as they start showing the signs of anger, throw like a wad of cash in their face. Like, they're trying to be mad now. I think there's like value to this strategy. Would I ever stream Genshin? No. I would never play Genshin. I'm not willing to spend the money to buy all the anime waifus. And it was doing it to the NPC, yeah, well, I think my strategy works well too. Right up in the middle of giving out orders, this group's going to join the search for Princess Zelda. So whatever you need, it's got to wait until what? Is that really you, Link? You returned? Got to say that it's a relief to see that you're safe. I'm Grayland's head of the monster control crew. We can talk more later. You need to report to Pura immediately. She has to know you're back. Your interest in her work honors us all, but please go tell Pura you're safe. You're the big deal swordsman everyone's talking about. Glad to help you. I'll be up for talking about hero stuff anytime, but I'm not on a mission. Late, my apologies. Interest in our work honor. Okay, I get it. Talk with Pura. Best Zelda game was Spirit Tracks. I always heard that one was a bit shit though. Unless you're being, a little bit sarcastic.
No.
Link, where have you been this whole time? I'd hoped you'd come back soon, but then you didn't, and now you have. Where's Princess Zelda? You did. I hope those goofy ninjas from Breath of the Wild are back in the game, by the way. Where's Princess Zelda? You didn't bring her with you? Whatever happened, please go talk to Pura first and foremost. She's up in the research lab. That's on the north side of our fort. Up on the second floor. Hurry. What's my favorite Zelda? I would say probably Wind Waker or Majora's Mask. It could really be either one. No one's favorite Zelda is like Wanda Gamela? Really? Does anyone owns this think it's worth 70? I mean, you can ask that about any game. Is any game worth 70 bucks? I mean, that's a lot of money to play for a video game, you know? Honestly, don't think any game is worth 70 bucks right now. There is no way that guy didn't just spit a bunch of like particles into my face when he made that noise. You try doing it and go, you can't do it. There's like saliva dripping down Link's face right now. What a pleasant morning. Hey, you, where have you been? Robbie, head of Purapad Development. Don't answer that. Tell me later. For now, you should hurry and go talk to Pura. I've been in a tizzy ever since you and the princess disappeared. She's in the building with the telescope up on the second floor. Go see her. Give her some peace of mind, will you? No, Pura is the scientist girl from Breath of the Wild, right? No, I'm thinking of someone else. To those balloon things that fell out from the sky are called Zonai devices. Still so much we don't know about them. I trust my boss Pura to take things we know so little about and turn them into something useful. He's the sharpest person in Hyrule, a creative genius. Robbie's was a Dynasty Warrior Zelda game. He was, you could play as him. Wait a minute. What do you think you're doing? Joshua needs that for chasm research. Don't touch any without her permission. I'll get in big trouble if you do. Why do you tempt me with things I can steal? Pose. Pose. Yep. Oh, they brought Pose back, did they? About the map. If you scan the surrounding terrain using the Sky View Tower, you can register the map on your Parapad. Got it. Same thing as the last game. Did Breath of the Wild have Pose? It's been a while since I don't recall if they were in it or not.
What?
That hair, those eyes. Doc?
Oh,
Dr. Pura. The swordsman has returned.
okay. Now where have you been?
Wasn't this girl basically the legal lolly in the last game?
Linky,
I guess she aged up a
you're
bit.
not a ghost, are you? Hey. That looks interesting.
How many years has it been?
Phew. One step at a time. What exactly happened?
Well, at least you're not a child anymore. She was also in the Dynasty Warriors game. I guess they included everyone they could in that. Turned herself. I know her story. She was like, an old woman and she turned herself into like a lolly. It was a bit weird.
So when you and Princess Zelda go beneath Hyrule Castle, you discover a mysterious mummy which suddenly reanimates. Then Zelda falls into a fissure and vanishes. That must have been when the castle rose and the ruins fell.
Pulled an immortal jellyfish move by becoming young. Yeah, you think she should have like, held on to that knowledge. That could like,
Later, you'd wake up on
save a lot of
Sky
lives.
Island, saved by the arm that was stuck to the mummy. You get the Pura pad.
Do I really
from
need a
an
recap of all
unusual
this?
Creature,
I haven't forgotten,
and
I swear,
learn that
game.
your new arm belonged to someone named Rauru. The master
So is she
sword
just aging
disappears.
normally now and it's been like several years? Or is she like, you know what, I'm gonna make myself an
You hear
adult?
the princess's voice. And
Oh, never
find
mind, the
your
game might
way
tell me.
Here. What?
Then,
What?
are you saying you came from up there? This Rauru you met, I think that's what the first king of Hyrule was named. Are they one and the same? So much of this doesn't make sense yet. But I'm certain that mummy you found under the castle must be related to the upheaval. I wish they would voice act the entire game, I gotta be honest. Just voice acting like the more important scenes and then leaving the rest to just noises. Come on. Take the plunge. Castle rising up, the ruins falling down from the sky. The mummy must be connected to it somehow.
Ah,
And then there's the most important detail of all. You're sure that you've heard the princess speak to you? And she gave you a clear message to find her. If that truly was the princess, then that means she's alive. Maybe she's trapped beneath the castle and needs help. That settles it. I know you only just returned, Link. I need you to meet up with the research party up by Hyrule Castle. They've been searching tirelessly for you two. The captain in charge of the search is named Haz. Work with him to find the princess as quickly as you can.
yes.
I know that mummy may still be lurking somewhere around here, which is concerning to say the least, but we have more immediate problems to deal with right now. Counting on you, Linky. You're the highest authority of ancient technologies. Save Princess Zelda family for much of her life. Used herself as a test subject in her experiments. Despite being over a century in age, she reversed her aging to the extreme. Actually looked like a child not too long. Yeah, there you see her in as she was in Breath of the Wild on the right. I'm not sure if it's actually Oh well, Nintendo.
What?
Poor Princess Zelda, all alone beneath the castle and that creepy mummy. Don't even know what I'd do if I were me down there. Just thinking about it gives me the willies. Swordsman, you gotta rescue Princess Zelda. You want her shoes? Those are like thigh highs. Actually, those are like waist highs because they're they don't stop going up. In fact, I think her shoes are built into what essentially are her pants. The brand, it's very new style. First page. On the day the land shook, the huge chasms that seemed bottomless opened in the ground. Clouds billowed and rolled as floating islands appeared in the sky, raining chunks of ruin down on us. Strangest of all, Hyrule Castle began to float in the air. It's hard to believe this is our world now. Whoever started calling it the upheaval had the right idea. An evil-looking haze surged up from the chasms that opened on the surface. Haze weakens everything it touches. People fall ill when exposed to it, and it has another curious property as well. As if guided, the miasma coiled around our weapons. There isn't a single weapon we know of that hasn't decayed as a result. Calling the stuff Bloom. We decided to call the islands hanging in the sky Sky Islands. Simple and to the best point is best it seemed. I suspect, based on the design motives on them, that the ruins falling in the sky are Zonai in origin. We still understand so little about the Zonai civilization. We all know is that it's flourished in the sky. While it's true that the upheaval was posing major problems in every aspect of life in Hyrule, I can't deny that it also presented us with an opportunity to answer questions we've long had about our history. Started investigating the fallen ruins in the Sky Islands. Our best lead is a report from the chief of Kariko village and some unusual ruins and engraved slabs have fallen there. Decided to have the Zonai survey team work out the Kariko villages in Necluda, southeast of Lookout Landing. Ruins that fell in Kakariko, there we go. Kakariko village are massive. You can see them from all the way here in Lookout Landing. Crater left by the castle's rise is still spewing gloom. Kept us from making any progress with our investigation. We still don't know anything about where the princess and Link have gone. The upheaval occurred very soon after Princess Zelda and Link left to explore beneath Hyrule Castle. I fear the two events are related. How am I liking the game so far? As much as Breath of the Wild, I suppose. I don't really have any issue. I enjoy it. I like. It's good. First Fast X reviews are in. It's visually stunning. Get to Fast X. This is a Fast and Furious movie. I'm assuming it is. What else could it be? I have only ever watched the very first Fast and Furious. I have not cared about the series since. Can you not give me the elevator? Start. So it doesn't work yet. It's about family. It's it's about selling the fantasy of having an intense lifestyle of fast cars and sexy women. That's what it's about.
Oh.
I didn't greet you properly when you first arrived here, Link. I was just so relieved to see you. My name is Scorpus. I've been charged with managing Lookout Landing. You have any questions about that place? Any at all? Come right to me. I'll answer as best I can. Now please, allow me to open up the emergency shelter. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like... How many Fast and Furious movies are there? There's like a dozen now, right? Or is it actually 10?
Ew.
There's just so many characters. It's like got its own lore at this point. Fast and Furious is like Sonic the Hedgehog in the similar way, is that there's people who are really wrapped up in it to a creepy degree, and it's about going fast.
Ah.
Underground Vault used to be an emergency shelter for the royal family. Now we're making constant use of it. Feel free to make yourself at home in our vault. Use any equipment you want. Gotta go faster, faster, faster. They might as well use that song. I feel like more people are into it because of how silly it gets. Yeah, it definitely gets silly, but it's also very popular amongst car culture people, I believe. Like, if you're into cars, what else are you gonna watch when it comes to movies?
Oh.
Link, right? You really are that Link guy, aren't you? I heard folks talking about you, and your face matches the one on the poster. Oh, sorry, you wanted a bed? Yeah, you can go ahead and take whatever empty bed you like.
Ah.
Nap and sleep talking is napping. Wait, the guy's name is Nappin? That confused me for a second. Nap and sleep talking is particularly audible here. You probably want a bed a little further from him. Physical condition has been deteriorating ever since he investigated one of the chasms. That's despite how long he's been back. which has been quite a while. He still hasn't made much of a recovery.
Oh.
Upheaval created massive openings across the land known as chasms. In fact, there's one nearby just beneath Hyrule Castle, another to the south of Lookout Landing. If you go plumbing those depths, you'll come across plenty of gloom. You touch that stuff and your health will take a turn for the worse.
Ah.
Anyway, there's a young girl named Joshua who's been heading up investigation into the chasms. By her age, she's been leading the charge. Pretty remarkable, if you ask me. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not going near chasms anymore. Nasty gloom. It's everywhere, making everyone sick, making me sick. Glad I ate that yellow plant stuff from the gloom specialist. Any more gloom and I'd be canoeing down Old Death River. Worked my tail off for Joshua. That kid runs circles around Pura and Robbie. He loves research. Me, I'm sick to death of chasm research. At least I'm starting to feel better. Think I'll lie down and keep lying here. Look at all this dust.
Oh,
Hey, I know that face. And any face I know is the face of a friend. Please, Link, help yourself to anything in this shelter. It's all yours to use as you see fit. Don't you dare go making a mess of this place and kicking up dust. Spend so much time cleaning in here, and there's still endless amounts of dust. Where does all this dust even come from anyway? I don't know if I want to read all this. Okay. Okay, one thing I don't understand about this game is how everyone recognizes Zelda, but not Link. In Breath of the Wild, it was fine because Link was out for 100 years, but there's really no way no one recognizes the guy who literally killed the Calamity. Okay, first and foremost, keep in mind, this is not a world like us where we have photographs all over the place. Some of these people would only ever heard of Link by word of mouth. So they just be known like, oh, blonde guy, blue eyes, which is a lot of people in Hyrule. But, you know what? I don't know. You know, if that's a weird thing to get upset over. I mean, he was like he was the queen's buddy. I mean, well, I guess she's the queen now. A lot of people would have seen him just like guarding her.
Oh.
Hey, are you new here? You may scoff, but I know a fresh face when I see one. I can say that because I'm a newcomer too. My name is Bermano. They put me in charge of cooking for some reason. Want to say something fancy like, for today's menu, we have fruit and mushroom mix that'll rev you right up. Yeah, I was really looking forward to saying that, but I'm plumb out of apples. If I don't have any of my most important ingredient, say goodbye to rich, full flavor. My nose is detecting an aroma, a sweet, tangy, pleasant aroma. Could it be? Do you have an apple? Take this. Oh, you're really generous. Giving you first crack at some grub. Hold on a second. That remote reminds you of Total Biscuit? That, you mean the lol? That is Total Biscuit. It's his face. Calling it Bermano's Special Fruit and Mushroom Mix. Looks tasty, doesn't it? Fruit and mushrooms don't seem like they go together very well to me. I like to make a big deal out of it, but anyone can make it. All you need is an apple, a mushroom, and a pot. You should try making some. But it makes a savory dish. Because I don't have much health right now, it's perfectly fine for what I need to cook. Yeah, we need to cook a few meals here. Yeah. Why is he humming Sorry a song? It's called a reference. Western Navigator Man. Is that Zora girl claimed to be Link's wife in this game? Didn't she die? She's like, yeah, she was like one of the original Guardians and became like a ghost, right? And got replaced by the sexier fishman guy that everyone fell in love with. Okay, how's that for food? But yeah, okay, 2 more meals, then we'll be good. Sexy shark bro really took there to bite Storm. Yeah, everyone wanted to fuck that fish. That shussy had him act him. Shussy. I mean, the fussy, I guess, had him acting up. What actually happens if I combined a rusty claymore with a rusty broadsword? Yeah, well, what else was gonna happen? This may be the dumbest weapon I've ever seen in my life. We just like glued a sword to the tip of another sword. This actually beats out the scissors. Well, it gives me a lot of range at the very least. And allows me to swing the broadsword without it, you know, taking so long. So it's not so bad. But now, what if we attach a long stick to a broadsword? Wait. What is this? A katana? Traveler sword, okay. Okay, it just makes it a better spear. Wonder how far you can take it. Can you glue a sword to a sword and then glue it? No, you can only fuse 2 items.
Oh.
And you can't fuse fused items together as well. Oh, hey, is that you, Link? Hey, I've been nose down, so I don't know what's happening around me half the time. It's pretty involved, so I'm going to keep sitting here while I wrench on this.
Ah.
Might have heard, but when the upheaval happened, all the weapons decayed. Poured so much energy into trying to fix them, but it's been no use. Decayed?
Ah.
Yeah, just before the upheaval, gloom began pouring out of the ground. Clung to the weapons, pulsing as if alive. Watched the weapons rotted to the pieces right before our eyes. Well, we didn't need gloom for that. You just need to use them a handful of times and they all broke.
Ah.
It was all pretty wild, and I don't understand how it happened. At a time when Hyrule Castle can't float, I've given up trying to make sense of most things.
Ah.
Oh yeah. In case nobody has mentioned yet, you're welcome to the weapons over there. So they probably won't be much use to you. They've, you know, guessed it. It decayed. Never know you owned a Switch? Well, I mean, I've sent a couple Switch games at this point that you'll animate cop game. What was it called? Astral Chain. And I've also sent Bayonetta 2, amongst other things. So there's a few down there. I just don't play on it very much. Yeah, I'll also play Bayonetta 3. Oh, it's you, Link. Pardon me for being lost in my work here. This map tends to get all my attention.
Oh.
You're interested in the different peoples of Hyrule and where they live? That's my entire field of study. When I'm out on a deployment with the monster control crew, I spend hours poring over maps. As such, I'm the most knowledgeable in Lookout Landing and Hyrule's various peoples and their towns and villages. Hyrule has 8 major places that its various peoples call home.
Hey, listen!
Good timing on that, by the way. Lookout Landing is located here in central Hyrule. Up northwest of here, there's Rito Village in Hebra. Then there's Gerudo Town that's located to the southwest in the Gerudo region. Then you'll find Goron City in the northeast and Ilden. Travel a bit further and you'll come across Tari Town in Akala. Not too far from here is Zora's Domain. That's within the Lenaru region.
Oh.
Continuing to southeast Hyrule, you'll come across a cluster of Alian villages which are within an area called Nakluda. In this cluster you'll find why can I not say Kakariko? Kakariko village where the Sheikah live. I hear the village leader is quite lovely. If you're seeking a tranquil spot, Hatino village is in north. It's worth a visit. Also here it's become Hyrule's center of fashion. Finally there's Luralin village. It's a wonderful getaway destination. Many of the aforementioned towns and villages have been deeply affected by the upheaval. By removing even a fraction of the monsters helping soothe the people's Hyrule, that's what we'll do. Our monster control crew is on patrol each day. Gotcha. Goodbye. Familiar monsters and the people as well. Be careful out there. Alright, we got equipped. We're leaving. Where's that owl from Ocarina of Time when you need him? We don't. We never want that guy. He tricked you into so many long conversations. Glad you returned safely, but I am gravely concerned about the princess. I'm holding out hope that the monster control crew brings back good news. They're searching for the castle.
Oh.
Kira has given us orders to search through around her. That's where we last contacted Zelda. Okay, I'm gonna go to the castle now. To join the search link, I can keep our forces on standby. If you head to the castle, you'll run into Hawes and the advance party who will probably just be surprised to see you. Al wasn't as irritating as Navi. No, I disagree. Navi was fine. It was just your lock-on meal thing. Level with me, what's better? Eating this week or buying this game? Eating will keep you alive. This game will not. Please buy food. You know, how's there water coming off that tower? Like, especially like 3 waterfalls worth of water. Where's the source of it all? Okay, just destroying buildings. Eeg. I guess this means you don't really get the bombs and powers you had in the last game, do you? Red rupee. Yeah, it definitely feels like you can build these houses and get something from it. It also doesn't seem like it gives you enough to make a decent house with. What are you gonna do with wheels on a house? Or maybe just like, you know what, if you want to build anything, here you go. Oh, well, yeah, that's what it is. You can make your own little like cart. Nice, you know. Make a way, yeah. But I'm assuming you can like attach your horse to it as well if you want. Wonder if they will add ATV, like the, you know, I'm assuming there'll be DLC for the game, yes. Would have been cool if Dartigan had won a collab with CinemaSins for the Ratchet and Clank movie, had done a collab. I mean, they'd have to contact me. I don't see that happening. There's a Ratchet and Clank movie? Yes. I send it. There's also a game based off the movie, which I send. CinemaSins, the big Dartigan fan. Oh, they are they? Well, I'm glad they appreciate me. I'm sure they mention me all the time. What if Steven Seagal wants to collab with me? I might have to accept just so I can like dunk on him the entire time. Chronosis Shrine. You scared me. What are you doing out here in the rain? The Hyrule Castle chasm is nearby. It's dangerous, you know. For all I know, this shrine could be dangerous too. I'd say most things are dangerous these days. With that, people, watch your back. Still need to fight him one-on-one. I mean, that'll be very easy. I feel like some of you doubt my ability to kick Steven Seagal's ass. Not with those guns. Do you see my arms that I almost had the camera on the other night? Come on now. You know, with Dart's muscle on display recently, I think he might have a chance. Well, I have better than a chance. It's a certainty. Steven Seagal is a fat, out-of-shape fuck who can't fight. He can't even act. After seeing your toned muscles on stream, I'm confident. See, you know, I'm glad I finally earned a vote of confidence. Saw the dark picture boss. Those are impressive. Thank you. I actually recently bought new plates, so I want to get it, maybe be a bit bigger by the end of the year. You know what? I'm gonna combine a shield with a sword. I need to drop something first so I can pick them up. Wait a minute. Yeah, I want to be regularly benching 210 by the end of the year. Shrine purifies ancient evil. You have entered here. Heed my instruction. Use a side hop to avoid enemy attacks. This will create an opening that you can use to strike back. Target the enemy. Strafe. X to jump. Do a backflip to avoid enemy attacks and create an opening to strike back. Bit too late. You can repel an attack if you parry with your shield at just the right time. Strike back with the opening you create. Oh, hold on. Why is this not pairing? Does the dildo keep it from pairing? Let me use a fresh shield. What am I doing wrong for the parry? Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah, okay, I forgot. I forgot. Build up your power and then release it to unleash a charge attack. Catch your enemies in this motion to damage them. Press and hold the Y button. Really, yeah, I know. The mastery of these techniques has earned you access. Proceed within. So maybe this like dildo shield has a very damaging parry. We love talking about Steven Seagal because it's one of the things that pisses you off. Well, the conversation doesn't piss me off. I have a very good reason for not liking the guy. All right. Yeah. I want to combine a sword and a shield, by the way. What is that reason? What did Steven Seagal do? Haven't I explained this multiple times at this point? One, his movies, absolutely wretched. His acting, even worse. But the biggest reason, he's actually done a lot of horrible shit. He sold scam NFTs. He's, treated a lot of people very badly. And he's done Russian propaganda for war crimes, which I feel is pretty damning. Should I go on? A rusty sword become rusty sword shield. So it just gains like more. Okay, some of these don't really make interesting combos. Just it does a bit more damage. I'm expecting Dart to have some actual personal beat with Steven Seagal. Like, yeah, I've never met the guy, just so we're aware. Can you switch to your... Okay, you gotta have your bow out before you can, like... Okay, I've actually got two... I'm starting to... This limited inventory crap is getting on my nerves again. I guess yeah. Like, where's my bows at? Need to find the Koroks, I know, right? That's one of the things, I was hoping they would, like, eased up on that a bit. But nope. Zoanite sword. Zoanite sword made of zoanite. It resonates with attached zoanite devices to slightly increases attack power. Let's see. Gotta drop something for it, so we'll drop the rusty piece of shit. So I gotta... That's just like a handle though, isn't it? That doesn't look like much of a sword. Oh, never mind. It forms an energy blade. EA's exclusivity deal with over Star Wars projects just expired. Now anyone can make a deal with Lucasfilm Games to make their star. They didn't really do much with that deal, did they? You got like two kind of mid Battlefront games. Then you got those those two games that, you know, the adventure game, one of them we just played. That was really it. They paid how much for that series? Then again, it's Star Wars. I guess they made an MMO as well. MMO released in 2010, long before the exclusivity deal. Oh. Ugh. Steven Seagal was on SNL, and it's considered the worst episode of all time. There's an interview with Bob Odenkirk where he said, "I don't know what you guys do around here," and Bob said, "Really? Fucking SNL?" I mean, he just seems like a dumb man, too. Just to rub it in even more, he seems like an idiot. He's just a mean-spirited idiot, too, and that's also a con man. I mean, there are the ones that give you 2 Korok seeds at once, and there are the same amount of seeds, and Breath of the Wild had been $9.99, I'm pretty sure. They did make the Koroks a bit easier. I've only found like 4 at this point. The game people want you to play, but you never will? Persona 5. Well, I'm not saying... I'll never say I would never will play it. But that's the one I get begged for the most. Anything else around here? Any, like, you know, Koroks? Kira has sent urgent orders from Lookout Landing for all of us on the Monster Control crew. Hyrule Castle continues afloat. She's tasked us with searching the area beneath it for Princess Zelda and her protector. Be aware that the gloom has spread even more in this area. Prepare yourself before you depart. Captain Haas. Okay, we've already got it. You know, we're good. Yeah, that's better. Honestly, this rock shield is a bit shit. There we go. Thinking of adding the clip from Shinmu where an old man said, "Long ago I was Chinese but decided against it." Just so weird. You know what? It's good stuff. That's memeable. Long ago I was white. Then I got better. Link, is that really you? When did you get out from the castle? I'm so ashamed. I've been on watch duty here this whole time and I didn't see you at all. I've really got to get serious about my training. Captain Haas doesn't know that you're back, does he, Link? You should report on him right away. He's on the gate tower at the top of the hill past the lower gates. I'm sure the captain will be just as surprised to see you as I was. God, my 2 swords is so dumb looking. It just like has to clip through the ground because of what else would it do? This wall can't stop me. I can't even read. basically Link is Doc Brown this game. I don't know where you're getting that from. Hmm. Oh, stop climbing everything, Link. Who's there? Hey, this area's off limits while we conduct our search for Princess Zelda and Link. You can't just come wandering in here like that. Link, it's you. Sorry, I had no idea what you had returned. Wait, if you're back, then does that mean we don't need the search party anymore? Huh? You should go talk to Captain Hawes. He's leading search efforts here in the first gatehouse up ahead. My favorite Zelda game? It's usually Wind Waker or Majora's Mask. You'll find it at the very end of this road. I'm actually not too big on Zelda games like Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess. It's mainly Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Link to the Past. And Breath of the Wild and, you know this, I guess. Like, Ocarina of the Time was the first Zelda game I ever played. So, good stuff. Took me like 2 years before I got around to beating it, though. It wasn't because I was having trouble with it. I just would stop. I actually forgot about it for a while. I think I got all the way to like the water temple, and then I kind of stopped for a while because other stuff was happening in my life, and it just took me a while to get back to it. And then I had to remember how to play it again. Shars, what a name. Link? No, it can't be him. Can't allow anyone past here. This area is restricted only to those involved in the search for Princess Zelda. This is a direct order by Captain Hawes. If you insist on passing, you'll need permission from the captain. You should be in the first gatehouse up at the end of this road. You're not permitted in there. You're not getting past me. Captain Hawes gave me strict orders about who's... If you insist on passing... Okay. It's not that I found... I didn't quit because the water temple was hard. I actually didn't even go into the water temple. I was at the part of the game where you got to go to it. And I just remember stuff started going on in my life. Like my parents were divorcing and everything. So I just had to like... You know, well, I had other ordeals going on. Are you Hawes? No. We've turned up nothing in here that would help us find the princess, unfortunately. Huh? Your spitting image of Link? But if Captain Hawes saw you, he'd be so startled he might even fall off the gatehouse over there. Uh-oh. Link, the red moon.
Witness the blood moon's rise.
You're not acting like a Dark Souls character, aren't you?
When its red glow shines upon the land, the aimless spirits of slain monsters return to flesh. Just as they did in a war long past.
Doesn't this mean the monsters are unbeatable, though? Since they don't actually die?
Once again.
You know, yeah, it seems like the monsters can never lose. And even darker. Yeah, it's almost like Warhammer Fantasy level, lucky old level event. Like the minions of chaos, they can never truly be defeated. Ooh, standing on the edge of them, staring in is intense. Seeing the chasm in person is far better than hearing about it. Whoa! Why would you do that? Just up and startle someone on the edge of the void. Chasm is nearly oh, you know what? You're probably better off jumping it. Do yourself a favor. Or maybe that's what staring into the darkness does to your face? I'm not sure. This chasm is nearly bottomless, just like all the ones created by the upheaval. Personally, I do not want to hit the bottom of the nearly bottomless chasm. Even though it scares me, I can't stop staring into it. Like how Link is always a head short, and yeah, Link is a, you know, I never realized it before, but yeah, Link's a bit of a, it's a little short. That's alright. He's got more bravery than anyone.
Oh.
Short King? Well, yeah, why not? Did you come up here to help look for Princess Zelda too? This man, you have a pot on your head. Yeah, me and a few others had the same idea. We all owe a great deal to the princess. We were hoping to help anyway. The captain is way up on the top of the gatehouse there. It doesn't look like he's coming down anytime soon. We just showed up without being asked, so best to stay out of the way until we can help somehow. Link is big where it counts. Or I can tell what fan art you've been looking at. Why is Dartigan so monotone? He seemed to have more energy when he first started his... well, when I first started it, I actually put more... I didn't speak in my normal speaking voice because I thought no one would want to listen to it. So I would like... I used a different microphone. It's a culmination of that. I used a shittier microphone, shittier editing software for my audio. And I spoke in a different tone of voice just because I thought no one would want to listen to my flat range, my vocal range. So that's the reason like the first year or two's worth of videos sound that way. But you can actually notice a pretty gradual change over the course of the channel. Up until like the last, I'd say 3 years where they all sound just like pretty much me, only cleaned up a bit. But it's the way I sound. I got a monotone voice. Nothing I can really do about it. People seem to like it though. So, I don't know, I've come to terms with how my voice sounds. I can have a ladle as a weapon. I will have ladle. Maybe not, because I don't know if I want to get rid of any of these weapons I currently have. Yeah, it's only 4 now. I mean, it's a jokey weapon. I'll leave it there. Herpin. Just like I thought, the weapons here have all decayed too. Wonder if there are any intact weapons left anywhere in this world. Still like your Fahrenheit video? I mean, I'm glad you like my older videos. I probably wouldn't be able to watch them myself. That's why they couldn't just really rebuild after all the calamity struck 100 years ago. The Blood Moon would just revive them. Only after the calamity ended, the Blood Moons ended, but now the Ganon got revived and brought back the Blood Moons. They're once again being revived from the dead. Kate's voice is more monotone than... Is it? I mean, maybe at some points. She has a pretty flat range too, though. Someone just Lobos Jr. Okay, Fahrenheit Sim video was a masterpiece. Oh, thank you. Makes a lot of sense, you know. It's just how it is. Like, this isn't me putting on a voice. This is how I just naturally speak. Any video you already did you'd like to possibly redo? Not particularly, but maybe the first one, because it's kind of shit like that. I kind of half-assed the hell out of it because I thought no one would watch it. It's a new face. Also, maybe, weirdly, since it's a video, even though I stand by everything I said, I was very mean-spirited to it. You know, that, what is it, that, Spec Ops Line video. During the upheaval, all the weapons, swords, spears, claymores, and you name it, suddenly decayed. Explored many regions in search of weapons that might still be intact. Found none at this point. I'd be surprised if there were any intact weapons left in Hyrule. It's a real pain to repair, so the best thing to do is strengthen them. Redo a Tomb Raider 2013 or 12 or whenever it came out. Yeah, I think it's 2013. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Huh? Link, is that you? You're alive and all in one piece, it looks like. Does that mean Princess Zelda is safe too? What a relief. Hang on, you're alone, but you heard the princess calling out to you? And you're here to help with the research? I see, maybe I don't. I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda. I am relieved to see you come up here and help us out, though. We need some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been a bit dead in the water.
Oh?
Captain, it's Princess Zelda. Princess Zelda, she's safe. She flies now?
Huh?
Wait, what? You saw that too, Link. You saw Princess Zelda turn into light and fly off, right? How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why would she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Purah know about this as soon as possible. Considering what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw, but it will take a bit. Please, you must tell Purah about what happened here as soon as possible. You know, I don't think they're in the game, but the divine beasts from Breath of the Wild, they were like, they should be, shouldn't they? There's no reason why they wouldn't be unless the gloom destroyed them. Am I sending this? Possibly. Okay, now I need to get down safely. Didn't realize I'd gotten all the way to the top of the castle. This is gonna sound bad, but my favorite video of yours are the ones where you don't like the game. Vampire, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and FF13 remain some of my favorites. I mean, that's understandable. Those are some actually pretty damn good videos. But yeah. Like I said, my favorite videos aren't always necessarily my best videos, or just videos that have a lot of memories in them. FF13 is by far my fave. That is Life is Strange 2. Yeah, Chad, what are your favorite videos of mine? I'm curious. Is there a consensus about my best videos? Okay, this game really needs to give me my fucking glider soon. Getting real annoyed. There's a reason you had the glider in the first game, just so you didn't have to like spend all your time climbing down. Earliest videos, you like my old stuff, so that basically just means I kind of suck to you now, don't I? Like, I like when he used to be good. Kind of arguments. Yeah, he's changed. He's not the same anymore. I kid, by the way. Wonder who put Elden Ring in Zelda. You realize Elden Ring was inspired by Breath of the Wild, right? Not vice versa? I keep seeing people make that comment, but that's not how it works. Elden Ring is the one that's like, hey, they put Breath of the Wild in my Dark Souls. What kind of sick world is this where FF13 gets 2 sequels and FF6 never even got a well, that was before they even had the idea of like, what if we had direct sequels to Final Fantasy? FF7 Remake, you can tell how much you love the series and how it's done. Oh, well, thank you. Love that scene in your FF13 video when Hope trips over a branch and you say, Jesus kid, do you need your mom to cut your food into pieces for you? Hope, man. And he ends up being like a big scientist who helps like save the world in the future games or lead it. My personal favorite, I think, from 13 is when also Hope's Sin, when he like watches his mom die and then Vanille comes up to him and is like, hee, keep it inside. Like, bitch, he just watched his mom die. Keep your ooh-woo shit away from him. You don't need ooh-woo when a man is, dying inside from loss of his mother. Also, see enemies like Cocoon. Yeah, that was their favorite. That was their tagline. That was their tagline. Canadian detected. What? That was a recent one though, wasn't it? That was for Resident Evil Code Veronica, wasn't it? Canadian detected. Opinion ignored. Love when lightning leaves Hope in snow and Hope is clearly giving him the I'm gonna kill you. Well, she needed eyes in the back of her head, to see those though. Best sin was heroes don't need plans and an immediate cut to the consequences of his actions. I like that was actually a sin that carried across all 3 games. And culminated with like, what's his name? Snow becoming a bit of an edgy emo boy after all of his plans fucked up. Remember the plans not needing, heroes not needing plans, you dipshit. Now look at you. You run a nightclub in the end of the world and you hate everything. Then sadly, that was all a ruse. He actually wasn't that way. Hard to believe these ruins just fell from the sky. I mean, they're from the age of legends, and now they're here. It's all so strange, huh? Sure is, but it's also a great opportunity. All of us on the Zonai survey team should count ourselves lucky. If it weren't for the upheaval, this never would have happened. Not that anyone knows what the upheaval even is. While Pura is investigating the upheaval, she's certain it'll provide clues about Princess Zelda. Progress isn't great, I've heard. The princess is alright wherever she is. These ruins right here are exceptional, but really, who cares about all that at a time like this? Something special about this thing. Well, FF13, we wouldn't have your wonderful sim videos. I mean, that's not exactly true. I was doing them before that. That wasn't exactly my first. Not that your recent stuff sucks, as you said. It's just that in the recent years, there weren't many games I actually cared. Oh, that makes perfect sense, by the way. This is a crystal refinery. You can take your crystallized charges and use them to produce energy wells. Production will require at least 100 crystallized charges. Return when you have collected a sufficient amount. Jesus, this in this economy? Hey, Bones, have a great night, man. Ugh. Ugh. Yo, saw Zelda. Link, well, did you find anything?
Huh?
You're telling me Princess Zelda was at the castle and then she transformed into light and flew off? I've got to say, your stories are always so wild. But if you're telling me that That's what you saw, then I've got to believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since the princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our efforts to dig into the upheaval. For now, at least. I've already got a few regions in mind, so start exploring. I bet we'll pick up clues about where she flew off as we look around. Oh yeah, you still got the Puripad, right? Can I see it for a sec? A little worse for wear, but seems to be functioning fine. Map. Aha. Right, I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule, we need to add map data from right around Lookout Landing, and for that, we need our Skyview Tower. Joshua, what's the status of Skyview Tower right now? Let me see. Outwardly, the structure looks to be complete. Oh, but the travel point is still undergoing final adjustments. The travel point needs tweaking. Sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Linky. I'll fix it up quick, so just hang tight. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. And the emergency shelter is just the spot for you. It has free beds and a kitchen, so it's well stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. You want more info? Talk to that man. Talk to the soldier who's watching over everything from the center, right where the emergency shelter entrance is. So if you need clothing for your travels, I've already bought it. You should go to Mub's shop. I'll be over by our Skyview Tower, so when you're ready to head out, just let me know.
Yeah.
Looks interesting, but kind of bland. The beginning of the game is kind of slow, but we're almost pretty much done with what essentially is the game's tutorial.
Check it.
Joshua, you're in charge of the Switch.
Woohoo!
You get to turn the console on and off. Okay, Doc, you can count on me. She has balls for hair. Those are called buns. Well, FF13, we wouldn't have your FF13 videos making fun of that game. See, though, that's a truthful statement. Can't deny it. Go out to bed, Jim. Have a great one. I put this here, then that goes there. No, that's not quite it. That should do it. Hey, Link, you all set? I just wrapped up here myself. The travel point is working fine now, or it will be once you do your part.
Hey!
We're ready. Joshua, pull the switch.
Hey!
Okay.
Oh!
All the Skyview towers have now been activated. Does that mean I don't have to climb them in this game?
Yeah!
Okay, Link, your turn. Go hold the Puripad over the terminal. So will my Moo coins be there? Should I return? Yes, they never leave you until you spin them. I like that you care that much about them, though. Fire the missiles. Alright, the Skyview Tower is now active on your map. That means that you can now use this travel point to get here at any time instantly. Same is true for every Skyview Tower you add to your Puripad. Impressive, right? But Skyview Towers are about more than just traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. Puripad works with the Skyview Tower and scans the topography directly on the map. Pretty great, hmm? Only thing is, you need a paraglider when you're scanning. Takes a lot of skill and nobody ever had what it takes. To be honest, that's why we haven't tested this out yet. We needed you. I don't have one either. Which brings us to this option. Finally. How many switches exist in this game's canon? Only us. I think we got the only one. Right, it's showtime. Let's start with a test scan. Now it's time for your very first test launch. I mean, our first test. Just step... This is a cannon, isn't it? It's gonna shoot me into the sky. Into this circle and find me afterward, alright? I'll be observing from the research lab.
Yeah.
So Ubisoft got their hands... Well, yeah, the sky towers you climbed in the Breath of Wild were you'll obviously inspired by Ubisoft's towers. When the test scan is over, we'll have a final briefing on the search for Princess Zelda. How's the game's music so far? Excellent, actually. It's got a Ghibli-esque feel to it, I would say. I also need to update your map with the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck. Oh no, I've seen this hentai before. Ooh, fun. It's reverse bungee diving. It means you're dead at the end. Link has become a satellite now. Surface map updated. So they just lose all the map data that we would have acquired in the first game? Sky map updated. You know, I kind of really want a parachute here. Nobody knows about backups in this universe? Apparently not. Well, I mean, it would make sense. They shouldn't really even have computer technology to begin with. If we can, like, land inside the tube. Whoops. Oh shit, I almost killed someone down there. Yeah, Ghibli clearly inspired, you know, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, My Neighbor Totoro, all was a big influence on, you know, the most recent Zelda games. Welcome back. Actually, I actually convinced Kate to watch Princess Mononoke soon, since she's never seen it. Welcome back. That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. So how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? Who's Kate? The girl I was streaming with the other night. So how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? Scan, not scam. Good, that map is crucial to our search. You saw it once, it was enough. That makes it seem like you didn't like it. There are Skyview towers in every region in this world. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all.
Yes.
Right, let's talk about the upheaval. It's affecting more than just the castle. Reports of the other strange phenomena have been coming in from all over Hyrule. Let's take a look at your map. Kate is in Pixel Kate? Yes. First report comes from Hebra to the northwest. Next up is... Oh, these are what replaced the beasts from Breath of the Wild, then I take it. I'm assuming that also means you don't have to do these if you want, and you can go directly to, like, the final area. Then, well, actually, no, because the castle isn't the final area anymore, is it? Exhibit Eld in the northeast. Gerudo reporting trouble in the southwest. Finally, there's Lanaryu to the east. Strange phenomena concentrate in these 4 regions. Can't say for certain, but got the nagging suspicion that we might find out more about Princess Zelda by looking into these phenomena. Hey Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It's about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra recently. That is pretty weird, yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay. This does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link, we've asked the Lucky Clever Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more about the goings-on in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to Rito Village. You go there, I'm sure you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help you out in some way too. I'll be here directing a variety of investigations into the upheavals, many chasms, and new ruins. Also looking into the different villages. Someone somewhere might know what happened to the princess.
Yeah.
You know, why do you use a recorder as your, like, as a club? I'm not sure, just a pointing device. Counting on you to check out the major phenomena that are troubling regions around Hyrule, Link. We'll find Princess Zelda one way or another. Where's this sassy child running off to?
Oh.
Sorry, can't talk now. There's something I gotta discuss with Goggles right away about our research into the chasms. Talk later. Didn't hate Princess Mononoke, but I didn't really care for it. I mean, teach their own then. Please stop spitting all over me. What a fine afternoon. Hey you, is it true you've got the Puripad? Pure and I worked together on the design, but I'm the one who put it together. What happened to the Sheikah slate? Wasn't that better? That could do shit. We should have called it the Robbie Pad, technically speaking. Come on, Goggles. Are you even listening to me? Oh, yes. Sorry, what you were saying? I was saying that I want to go investigate the depths. Look, if you're not going to listen to me, I'll go and jump into a chasm myself. I need to explain why you need the magic arm. Yeah, but they just don't even, like, bother saying, like, they got rid of the Sheikah slate and replaced it with a Puripad, which is less as useful. No way, no how, you can't do that. The depths are far too vast for you to explore on your own. We've only barely begun to look into them. I'd love to go gallivanting around down there too. Who knows what wonders are at the bottom of those chasms. No matter how wondrous they may be, it's far too dangerous for you. I'm not about to allow our young prodigy to go wandering around somewhere so unknown, so foul. If anything were to happen to Purist's favorite student, that'd be the end of me. The end? Need to get my shoulder fixed so I can work out properly again. I've gotten fat. Well, you can start working out without your good shoulder. You could start running if you want, if you just want to lose weight. Running's actually way better for losing weight than, like, generally, like, lifting weights. Just need a bunch of cardio to do that. So I'd recommend that. I mean, you can get started doing that now and start working out, weights later on. I need more on that figure. If we have more info on it, then I should help us better understand the depths. Oh, swordsman, sorry I didn't mean to leave you out of our conversation. Gosh, head of depths research. What do you do if you're on a plateau? What do you do if you're on a plateau? I wave frantically and hope someone sees you to rescue you, I guess. Oh no, you mean a plateau in, like, your gains on working out, right? For some reason I thought you were talking about geology. I'm not really sure. Sometimes you reach a plateau and you just have to be, sometimes you just have to be happy with it, wherever your plateau at. Sometimes that is your body saying you can't really go much further because the bone structure just won't allow it. But it also means you can start working on a different area of your body maybe and get results there. If you're not really getting them where you want to get them. Usually there's some part of your body you can still work on, is the way I'd look at it. Take steroids? Sadly, that is one of the answers to a plateau. But really the only way past it is to just lift more, if that's what you really want to hear. You just need to like be taking in more protein and lifting more. You'd be a great workout instructor? No, you need actual training for that. That'd be terrible. Let me get you up to speed. Our survey team brought back some artifacts from a journey into the depths. One of them caught my eye. This piece of slate specifically, the image depicted on it. See that figure standing on two legs with one arm raised up? Well, I have a theory. I think it could be evidence that a mysterious people once lived in the depths. That's why I want to go down there, so I could see if there are any more depictions like this one. I want to see for myself, so... okay. But Goggles here says it's too dangerous and he won't let me go. Joshua, come on now. Well, so is there a... I'm guessing we got the underground, the surface, and also the sky now. Tell you what, I'll go down there myself and see if I can't find anything about the figure on that slate. And Link will join me. We'll start by looking for anything down there that resembles the figure on the slate. Assuming we find what we're looking for, we'll use your Puripad's camera to take a picture of it for Joshua. A perfect plan. Camera. You don't know about the camera? It's one of the Puripad's basic features. With the camera, you can capture nearby scenery as an image. One that's stored in your pad there. Like you still have more to learn about the Puripad. Link's a boomer. Doesn't know how to use his iPad. Not enough of the overexpensive maps. I more or less agree with you. It depends on... I will say this. Breath of the Wild was one of the better open world maps I'd ever played on, and I didn't really get tired of it, exploring it. So we'll see if that happens. I mean, then again, this is really just that map with some new stuff again. So who knows? Well then, I'll teach you about how to take pictures once we're down there, okay, anywhere. There will be lots of monsters in the depths though, so I'll be counting on you to keep me safe. Let's see, I guess we should enter through the chasm to the south of Lookout Landing. I'll go on ahead. Once you're ready and raring to go, come find me there. Ta-ta. Wait, hang on. I guess we'll do that first. We'll go to the depths. Here's a sin, since the Puripad is so similar to the Sheikah Slate. Shouldn't Link already know how to operate it? He's forgotten stuff while asleep. I don't know. Look, it's meant to be stupid, maybe. Nah, just video games. You have to treat everyone like it's their first video game. Look, looks like he's gone. Sorry you got roped into all this, swordsman. I keep wanting to say Google. Goggles means well. But when he wants to help me, he leaps before he looks.
Yeah.
But here, maybe this will help you out at least. Bright bloom seed. I've got pockets full of those already. Oh, and take this too. Arrows. Bundle of 5 common arrows. Chasms are pretty deep, so light from the surface doesn't make it down there. It's pitch black. If you attach a bright bloom seed to an arrow and shoot it, it'll light up the area. Definitely a useful trick down there. Okay, you'll want to head straight out of Lookout Landing's southern gate. You'll find the chasm Goggles used just outside. Don't know too much about how your camera works, and I'm counting on you to bring me the picture. Oh, and please look after Goggles for me. He's not here, I can steal these now. Fuck.
Hey!
Swordsman, that's where I keep my research materials. Well, I'm doing work for you, Please, hands off, Kay. Alright, let me go get something to drink, chat, because my mouth is full of reading spit right now. You can probably hear it when I talk. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Current record is 94 minutes. I'm assuming that's a speed run for this game. Can you beat this game in less than an hour? It's my first time playing it. I've already put more than an hour. So I put this, like, we're going on 8 hours into the game already. The only games I'm beating in less than an hour is games that are meant to be beaten in less than an hour. I'm not usually in that much of a rush. No, that's current speedrun, yeah. Yeah, have they found any really good exploit? Well, no, you don't tell me that because you'd probably have to, like, spoil something. My elbows are a little raw today, chat. I was doing some some exercises that had me on my elbows for a bit, and the pads I had apparently didn't stop from losing a layer of skin. Hey, whoever's leaving, you have a good night. No straight, I mean, yeah, it's you. Have a great night, man. I really need to tame a horse. Don't you need to, like, feed them as well while you're taming them? Can't remember. No, you just gotta sneak up on them, don't you? Whereas Epona, well, you can have mini horses in this game, so they don't just give you the one. Fuck. Well, they're on the field. It's kind of hard to stealth right now, you know? Whatever. Exercise had me in my elbows, darted back shots. No, it's basically a type. It's that type of plank where you, like, you start out in the plank position, then you, like, move one elbow down to the ground, then you move your elbow down to the ground, and then you push yourself back up one hand at a time as well, and then repeat. I don't know quite what they're called, but it's basically a more exhausting plank exercise. Half the exercises I do, I don't even know the name of. It's like, yeah, it's that thing. Let me describe it in as many words as possible. Discovery. Wow, that was a really loud tooth whistle. Discovery. Discovery. You exercise on Sundays? I usually exercise on any day. Usually I go 4 or 5 days in a row and then I'll take a break day. So my break day varies. Why is this? Did the Lord say thou shalt not have gains on Sunday? It is a day of rest. Thou shalt not lift on a Sunday. Whoa. Hey, what's the big idea? You can't just walk up behind someone who's standing on the edge of a chasm. My colleague who works with me in the Zonai survey team is down there. What would happen if I slipped and fell on him, huh?
Oh.
Don't startle me again. Keeping my investigation work at the moment. I told you don't go walking up behind someone standing. He is livid on the edge of a chasm.
Oh.
Even God stopped getting his gains on Sunday. God didn't rest on Sunday. You know, anyone ever find it weird that, you know, God waited till he made everything to turn on the lights? He'd like, I'm gonna do it all in the dark. Like, I'll create the heavens and the earth and the animals and the plants, and then I'll turn on the lights. He basically like, I'm gonna play this next level with my monitor off kind of moments. Hey, soldier's broadsword.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm a little preoccupied to deal with travelers right now. That's what you are, right? A traveler? Isn't it safe here? Captain Haas's squad of the monster control crew is going to engage the monsters around here soon. I bet you by now they're already locked in combat with the monsters at the air to the south. But at least take some precautions first. Link makes ready use of the jump slash, leaping into the air and swinging. So we found our creepers notes. Hey there, you're a bit late, Oh, you're not a member of the monster control crew. Sorry, we just formed, so I'm overly familiar with everyone's faces.
Oh.
As we speak, Squad 1 of the monster control crew led by Haas is carrying out a mission nearby.
Ah.
You go south on that road, you can see them in action. They're assaulting a monster stronghold. Just here for the logistical support, tending to the horses, making elixirs. Come to think of it, I did make some extra elixir. Why don't you take some? Might come in handy during your travels. Tasty elixir. Candidly, I'm a little worried about this mission. The new members didn't get much in way of training. Wish someone with experience fighting monsters was there to help. Hint, hint, hint. Alright, let's, I want to go into the, where's that old, I'm guessing the old guys down in the, you know, down there. We also got another temple over there. Hey traveler, stay away from that stuff if you care about your health. Folks are calling it gloom. If you get any on you, you'll start losing your strength like it's sapping your life away. Touch some gloom while poking around the depths and now look at me. Worst of it will recover on its own, little by little, so long as you're on the surface. While you're in the depths, you won't recover at all. Thought I was going to die down there. So investigate later. It turned out to be pitiful. Really relying on Davil, so I really want to recover by nighttime. Alright, we'll do this. We'll do a shrine verse. Some of the side adventures in the game are pretty good. Drugstore? It's elixir. It's magical medicine. What are you talking about? I mean, they used to give you the option of like, do you want some milk? And that was always a pretty good, you know, economically, milk was usually the best health item outside of like, you know, putting a fairy in the bottle. I mean, this seems like a chill game. It is a very chill game, I'll give you that much. There's a lot of downtime in between moments. You need some of the Hyrule Kush. No, you need some of that Kakariko Kush. Ugh. Am I wrong in thinking back in Ocarina of Time it was called Kariko Village, or it wasn't called Kakariko, and they've changed it? Or is this one of those, like, you know, Bauernstein Bears kind of moments where it's like, in my mind, I'm supposed to say it is Kariko Village, but it's always been Kakariko? It has always been, yeah, it's always been yeah, but for me, it was like Kariko Village. I feel like this definitely for me is like a Berenstein Bears kind of effect going on. That is the you know, the Berenstein. It's got a better name, but I always call it the Berenstein, the Mandala effect. Yeah, that's it. That's one of my favorite, like, it's like, you know, current, like, internet, you know, I don't know what you'd call it. I guess it's basically something that there's quite a few of them out there, but I kind of love them low key because there's so many of them now. Where people's like collective memories will remember with something one way, but it doesn't match up with reality. Guess we just use this as a bridge. You love AI Somnian files? Why is that all about that? Kazam, yeah, that the other like, hey, wasn't there like a movie with like this well, somewhat famous comedian where he plays a genie? But like, nope, doesn't exist. He even makes jokes about it. Sinbad, yeah. But the Berenstein Bears is kind of like the most famous one, I feel. You love those books? I've never read a single one of them, but I've learned about them since because of the Berenstein Bears effect. Oh, shit. Really, you can't climb on this rock? Never put dirt on your Tetris stream? Your Tetris game. Well, did I ever brag about my Tetris? Wait, what are you talking about? I did that perfectly when I threaded the needle. Look, one thing I care about when it comes to Tetris is, you know, the line piece god. Right, let's figure this out. I guess... that'll do it. Oh, I hate how they just like, you know what? Climbing don't work on marble walls. All about the line piece. Line piece. Line piece. I will remember that video to the day I die, by the way. I need to make that into a sound alert people can use. Speed. Okay, that one probably is actual drugs, since it's really gonna make you fast. It's gotta go on one side. Maybe I gotta turn it at an angle. My God, shut up. The camera ain't exactly working with me here, you know. Can't actually make it that squat, can I? Yeah, it's too big. Come on, what am I, shut up, I'm not doing, I'm experimenting. Trying to figure out the right... It's the camera is... I'm trying to figure out the size proportions. I'm going to measure it from tip to top, you know? That's too big. That one. Yes, the physics of this does not fit. Look at it from the other side. Maybe that'll help. Doing his best. Look, you came here for this. It's awkward as fuck to use. Oh, looking at the shape on the ground. The shape on the ground. There's no shape on the ground. I mean, like the tiles there, but that's not really a shape I can make. I need pointed at either end. You know what, we'll just do it this way. How about that? They're trying to make it fit that way. We'll just do it like a piece at a time. See, there's always more than one solution, chat. That's what makes it a good puzzle. That ain't right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you get in there? Yeah, I guess it, again, you just spin it around. That VN would you consider me streaming? What visual novel? I don't know. I don't know many visual novel games, to be perfectly honest with you. I have no, probably none of them. But if it were something similar to that, it'd probably be the Disco Elysium. Yeah, spinning this thing around is a little fucking awkward. Not gonna lie. Maybe, is this easier if you're on the Joy-Con, by the way? This feels like something that's easier on a Joy-Con to do. What are you using? I'm using a, the Switch, a Nintendo USB controller. Squiggly, reverse T-block. My lord, give him something. Squiggly line piece. I'm sorry, but I can just do a pretty good impression of that guy's voice, and I will always do it. Line piece. Shame that channel doesn't really do anything anymore. He has a southern accent. Gone. I don't have a southern accent, though. At least not much of one. I think, and plus how can you tell he only says like a few words like squiggly. Line piece. Line piece. I guess we just jump into this hole. Okay, I think it's water at the bottom, but I can't tell from here. Nope, it's the tuba section. We found the tuba section. They're down here.
Ah.
Are you Link? Pleasure to meet you. I am Ponik from the Zonai Servite team. Robbie told me to guide you to him once you arrive. But he rushed along with such haste that I didn't bring enough bright bloom seeds, and now I've run out. So I've lost sight of him.
Oh.
Thought he was taking a short walk over to that glowing area over there. Then he just kept going. And going. Last I saw him, he was headed way out there, off to the west. Do you have any bright bloom seeds? I do.
Ah.
Oh, that's great news. Light from the surface doesn't reach down here, as you might have noticed. You'll be risking your life to wander here without a light source, you know. You can easily get bright bloom seeds from caves, and they'll light up at struck. They're pretty easy to use, too. You use the seeds all the time on the Zonai Servite team. Why don't you have fucking lanterns? Simplest way is to throw them with your hands. Hold R to get raw. You can do that. Hold to select material. Okay.
Ah.
Those of us skilled enough with a bow will attach them to arrows and fire them off into the distance down there.
Oh.
If you're going to explore the depths, take plenty of those seeds with you.
Ah.
Okay. No, 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 not that. I didn't want to add it to my... You can just throw them, right? You don't have to shoot them with the bow. Oh, these fairies? Well, I can't do anything about them right now. No, those are definitely not fairies from the looks of them. So this is their take on a poison swamp, huh? Muddle Bud. You hold the throw button and hit up on the D-pad. Oh, you gotta go into 3. See, they're... I like Breath of the Wild in this game, but damn it, their controls are a little unintuitive and a bit clunky. Holy shit, this map is ugly. Well, it's running on what is essentially mobile hardware. Outdated mobile hardware. However, I will say the art style they choose for it does do a lot of work. Yeah, they pushed it about as far as they can, but they really need a new Switch. Okay, that's a quick way out, huh? Oh, no, that's generating map data. Light root dispelled the darkness and brightened the surrounding area. Okay, that was super easy. Guess I don't need as many seeds as they thought. Note on the table, hey you. That's a nice reference. It's really dark down here. Not one bit of light gets here from the surface. Even with my goggles, I can hardly see. Really should have brought some bright bloom seeds with me. As with one of the few sources of light, the glowing root glowing down here above has piqued my curiosity. I'm not sure what the Assassin's Creed towers. Yeah, but you don't have to climb them in this game. You get shot out of a cannon. I'm not sure, but they were in Breath of the Wild. You had to climb them, but it looks harmless enough. This place is roughly under the shrine on the surface. Anyway, I'm off to the glowing root I see shining west of here. You better hurry up and get moving. Chad, who would win in a fight? Link or Melania, Blade of Mikkel? Someone's gonna be doing their fan art of that. How's the game so far? A little clunky, but otherwise fun. I don't see how. I don't really have a way of catching. Maybe I can shoot one first. Maybe the eyeball will make it. Yeah, this will make it like you'll fly directly to my target, right? It's like auto targeting. I think it just destroyed it though, instead of actually doing anything useful. Okay, you cannot kill those. Well, you kill them, but they just disappear. Link, not even close. Link would just body Melania. Link has the Master Sword, then Link. Except for Bloodborne, From Software games have weak enemies by Animu standards, huh? Who the fuck is Melania? She's like the, the boss bitch from, Elden Ring. The everyone like legendary boss fight from that game. Hey, you still alive? Looks like this place is swimming in gloom. Get too close to that stuff and you're asking for trouble. Like guy didn't have any bright blooms, I'd be curtains. Then again, it's my first time down here and I haven't kicked the bucket, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Spotted something of interest through my goggles. It's shaped like that figure Joshua wants us to find. We continue to head west toward one of those glowing roots. See you ahead. See you soon. Oh, you don't care? Oh. You asked, though. That's a cute tint. Yeah, I suppose. I've seen cuters. I don't know, I haven't seen too many tints I'd call cute. When it comes to tints, I don't really care how practical they are. Chat, I haven't been camping in a very long time. I really do need to, like, rectify that. Why must you back away in terror? Ganondorf with also body Millennia, and the Triforce is stronger. I feel like you're saying this now just because, you want to... Like, you know what? Time to... You got the fanboy argument going strong. Last time I went camping was with a group of friends. Lasted less than a day because they got bored. I guess it was their first time camping. Irrelevant? Oh, I see. Oh, no, not that. Legit don't know what the complete Elden Ring does, so I'm assuming it has potential. Basically it provides order to the world. Is what I got from it. Link, work on your throwing arm, man. Oh, they look a little tough. I'm guessing these are, yeah, these are like gloom goblins. Oh shit, you're, shit. Bomb arrow type. Yeah, when you lose health down here, you don't get it back until you leave. Yeah, this is their idea of a poison swamp, by the way. Like, yep. Zelda is giving in. Like, we must have annoying poison swamps too. You survived a fucking bomb arrow? Here, let me attach a goblin tooth. That Miyazaki's influence, it must be halted. Before every game includes a poison swamp. This would freeze it, right? Good. Moblin horn. Resulted from skull mutation. Attached to a weapon increases attack power. Dartigan, when will Fortnite get a poison swamp? It doesn't have one already. Well, now, can't you like make your own Fortnite content now? So you could go ahead and make your own poison swamp. Large zone, especially high purity. The amount of energy concentrated in it allows it much higher power output than regular Zonaitai, whatever you call it. Whatever you call it. Zonanite. Make a Dark Souls game in Fortnite. For a second there, I read Fortnite is Florida. So they let's make a Dark Souls game in Florida. When I was about to be all on board with that idea. Okay, yeah, rock hammer's a bit more useful than what that was. We'll continue to use the one I got though. Is it Florida already a Dark Souls map? It's becoming that way. It's already got like the, you know, the politicians mad with power. Under the corrupting influence of something. Puff shroom. Really don't think I should be eating mushrooms from down here, but whatever. You just want Dark Souls, but every is a poison swamp. I mean, look, there are crocodiles there as well. Or I mean alligators, not crocodiles. Florida is the closest thing we got to like a real world Souls area. I think he said he's going toward the next plant, right? America is Dark Souls, Europe is Bloodborne. Well, sure, why not? You know what? I don't want to like leave shit on the floor. We're gonna kill these guys.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Just realized I'm almost dead. And you can't heal down here once they take your health away. So is the game still fun? Yes. But they've definitely like, you know what? Let's make it more difficult as well. By adding our own annoying poison-ass swamp. Also, can heal you die. No, I mean, when you see how my hearts are grayed out, when you take attacks from like these swamp folk, where you step in the goop, it gets rid of you lose max health. And you can't heal it until you leave this place. Really? Well, it got their attention at the very least. Red Moon enemies can one-shot you, avoid it if you can. Well, yeah, no, it's worth going after the goods, though. Look at all this cyanide I'm getting. Oh wait, these guys are buffed because we're still under the Red Moon? I didn't know. Oh yeah. Okay, I thought it was because they were just like poison version of enemies. Loot Goblin mode activated. Use the emote. Use it. Look at it. Beautiful. Oh shit. Break this. You don't have it, you can use the... Oh, what the fuck? You can use bits to unlock an emote for a 24-hour period. Oh, wait, I got an idea. Fly back over here. Fly back over here. Oh, shit. I have to kill you. I was gonna blow him up if he flew over top of it, but he wouldn't. Moving on. This way.
Yeah.
Arrow Kuda eyeball. This eyeball is constantly trying to focus on its target. Cook it with a critter to make an elixir, or attach it to an arrow to grant a homing quality to the arrow. Who made that emote was the same person? I know you said you had some issues. No, I managed to get my old emote artist back since they moved out of Russia. So I was able to use them again. And I was glad of that too, because I'm really picky when it comes to emote art. I find that most emote art is always like very ooh-woo anime shit, and I didn't want that. But her style is very nice.
Yeah.
You going to bed, Goat? Have a good night, man. Have you seen Nausicaa? This area kind of reminds... Yes, I've seen Nausicaa. It's Ghibli's first movie. I didn't like it all that much. It was hard to... I don't know, I couldn't get into it. It was very nice to look at, but I didn't really enjoy it. But I can see some of the influence here, like you mentioned. Gonna head out because it's really late. Argent, have a good night, man. See you guys next stream. It's really... Actually, it's only... Damn. I've been playing for 3 hours. The manga was much better. You know, I've never read the manga. Maybe we should give that a try. Light root dispelled the darkness. That gives my heart back, huh? Kind of like Akira, where they only did a portion of the manga. Yeah, that's how you pretty much do any manga adaptation to in a movie or anime. But yeah, maybe I don't know if it's available online. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. Any more Nausicaa inspired game stories? Well, you got one. It was weirdly Horizon Forbidden West to a degree. Well, not Forbidden. Wait, no, the first Horizon game. It's a lot of dudes. Gonna need some bomb arrows here. Have you seen Castle in the Sky? No. Oof, he went flying. Bomb arrows are nice. Oh shit. How do I equip another boat? Oh, that's not safe. I'm gonna kill that guy real quick. Food, please. Oh, shit. There's actually quite a few Ghibli movies I have not watched that I would like to. Can you equip the fucking boat? Oh, thank you for giving me a kind of a weak fire arrow. Princess Mononoke, yeah, Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away are the ones I'm most familiar with that I've watched. And I've seen Nausicaa. I've want to watch My Neighbor Totoro. And maybe eventually Castle in the Sky, like people keep mentioning. Or maybe also Kiki's Delivery Service always was pretty good. Porco Rosso 2. That's the one about the pig flying in World War II, right? Or is it World War One? I finally have enough Zionite to like... Actually, you know, we have enough to like maybe make a new battery charge. What's Porco Rosso about, though? I'm not too familiar with that one. I always heard that was one of his weaker movies as well. Alright, good. All the movies I've seen, Ponyo is one of them. Porco Rosso is great. I don't know where you heard the... I remember reading a like sort of like a report about it once of like it's one of his lesser known movies, and some people said it wasn't that great. Where they don't go into it expecting something similar to his other movies. Too bad the creator of those movies, yeah, Ghibli is well known to be a grump. Just a very cantankerous man. Or was it not Ghibli? Miyazaki is his name, right? Is it Miyazaki? What is his name again? Look at how bright that thing got. That light down in the dark is downright refreshing. Yeah, it's Miyazaki. It's Miyazaki. In fact, it's so luminous, it's almost like we're on the surface. Just standing near it makes me feel so much better. How strange. Hey, it's you. You're finally here. I need to show you what I found. This statue, it's standing tall on two legs, one arm raised high. Looks an awful lot like the figure Joshua showed us on that piece of slate, don't you think? Alright, get that camera of yours ready, it's time to put it to work. Right, I forgot, you hadn't used the camera when we last spoke. Very curious indeed, given it's one of the Puripad's basic features. Give me that Puripad for a second, alright? Plot revolves around an Italian World War I ex-fighter ace, now living as a freelance bounty hunter chasing air pirates in the Adriatic Sea. However, an unusual curse has transformed him into an anthropomorphic pig, once called Marco Rossolini. He is now known to the world as Porco Rosso, Italian for red pig. Miyazaki, and he only expresses love through film. I think he only loves fictional characters too. Like real people don't interest him. There's the problem. Your camera is locked, and so's your Hyrule Compendium. Hang on. Voiced by Michael Keaton in the Disney dump. If I remember correctly, you press this while you pull this, and then you tap that, and... Wasn't he so disappointed with his son was running things? He basically expressed dislike at his son's first movie. That's all I've ever heard about it. I don't know what his relationship is now, but he said his son's first movie is kind of shit. Maybe it was. Maybe he's just being brutally honest. Capture images using Puripad. You can save them on the album. I can guarantee you I'm not going to bother taking pictures of everything I see. Boom. Now you should be able to use both the camera and your Hyrule Compendium. So, go capture a picture of that statue. This is a good chance to verify that it's working properly too. Test it out. Experience is the best teacher after all. Once you capture the image, come back here. I'll want to see how it looks. Shit. Hey, you, how'd that go? If you captured an image of that statue with your camera, then hurry up and show me. I'd like to see how it looks. He's definitely a grunt, but I feel like he's not as much as an asshole as people think. Like, every interview I've seen of the guy has always just shown as being very cantankerous. Maybe he's a heart of gold when he's not on camera. But I don't think I've never seen any, basically, you know how Chef Ramsay is like seen on his TV shows is like, that maniac in the kitchen? It's a little bit like that. I guess when he's at work and anything related to work, which is what he'd be interviewed at, he's going to seem like a bit of a Chef Ramsay. He's like, it's fucking animated poorly. There's not enough emotion expressed in the character. So did you get a good picture? Stupendous. Look how low res and shit it looks. Looks like you've captured it well. I'm sure John... Yeah, my screen is white with Vaseline. Josh will be satisfied with this. Lining up that immense root. Getting us a picture of the statue. You've just started helping us research what's down here, but soon enough, we're going to have to even more to investigate. Well, then it's time to head back up to the surface. See you at Lookout Landing. Don't make Joshua wait too long with that picture. Ramsey is only like that in US. I'm aware that he's... Yeah, it's definitely an act. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, that's just the only way... when it comes to Miyazaki, that's the only way I know about him is when he's been, like, shown in interviews and it's always about his work. And usually in his office. So for all I know, he's, like, playing it up. Here's a quote from Hayao Miyazaki. Concept of portraying evil and then destroying it. I know this is considered mainstream, but I think it's rotten. The idea that whenever something evil happens, someone particular can be blamed, punished for it. In life and politics, it's hopeless. I mean, it sounds profound, but it also sounds a bit dumb, to be honest to me. So there's things like, yeah, I'll put that on my Facebook board, or my Facebook post, but when you actually think about it more, it's like, yeah, that's a bit of a stupid take. I'm not impressed. Oh, a glowing spirit orb found all over the depths. Offer these to a bargainer statue for a variety of rewards. Stalfos. I haven't seen you. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I thought it was dead. I am dead. God damn, you cannot take any damage in this game right now. Ramsey is only like... Okay, man, here's a quote again. Basically, he's not a fan of black and white morality. He's more into gray versus gray morality. Yeah, that's what I got from it. However, there is a such thing as, like, actual evil. There are sometimes things are actually very bad, and you don't need to, like, oh, well, this thing is also bad, but not... It's like, I understand the concept, but sometimes there's just pure shit. Just because things can't be perfect doesn't mean you have to, like, you know what? Things are great, therefore, you know what? Evil must exist. Yeah, can't do anything about it. Mississippi, yes, the entire state of Mississippi. Yeah, I don't want to fight anything anymore because I can't take but like 2 hits. Shit, fighting these things on a rolling hill is a bit of a pain. Oko Goblin. Well, that does massive damage. I want that. That's some good damage for a weapon right now. Is Steven Seagal an example of pure evil? Yes. That should be obvious. If not him, then who? Is that one of those big ass trees over there? I'm not sure if I really want to stick around here more or go do something else. Like, how big is this place actually? I'm assuming, yeah, the underground is like, is the underground really gonna be... Yeah, okay. It's an entirely separate map, isn't it? Camera work in the depths. Yeah, let's travel over here and we'll go do the other shot. Have you seen some of the crazy shit people made in this? I've tried to avoid spoilers for this game, so I don't enter the word Zelda into YouTube, because I can easily be spoiled by nothing more than a thumbnail. Okay, just move up that way. Underground is the size of Hyrule, I believe. Jesus fuck. I don't know if I can get over there right now. I'm assuming we get some stuff that makes it a bit easier to traverse it as well. Hopefully. But yeah, it's definitely looking gigantic. So they spent 5 or so years off, what, just building underground? That seems unlikely that's what they spent all their time on. 'Cause this seems like it's pretty simple to make. It's just, it's mainly kind of flat. Why am I still going in that direction when I want to go up here? Oh. I'm going the completely fucking wrong direction for a while now. What? I'm turning... Okay, no, turn that way, you idiot. There you go. Do you not have a compass? It's in my map. Okay, alright. Yeah, it's the yellow dot on my compass. Let's just follow that. Can we get Mario in here with his water gun backpack? I think this shit needs cleaning off. What's it reminding me of? Going the right way? Alright, mostly. And here we go. I don't know what the reward for collecting this post stuff is, but I'll grab it while I'm here. Super Mario Sunshine was divisive? What are you talking about? That's a great game. Here's a profound statement. It was only divisive to the people who didn't like it. It was a fun game. The camera sucked, I'll give you that. But other than that, it was fun. It was not... There's definitely been better Mario games, but yeah. I really enjoyed it. What is that? That does not look like something I want to, deal with right now. Or is that something wait, is that what I gotta take the photograph of? No, that is an enemy that'll fuck my ass up, I bet. I'm just gonna, like, make a, detour around him. A lot of people felt the flood was gimmicky. Everything about a new Mario game is usually gimmicky. Like, it's what it's about. It's like Mario with a new gimmick every time. Hell, Mario Odyssey is gimmicky. It's like, hey, Mario gets a hat that lets him turn them into enemies and use their abilities. He's just now Kirby who wears a hat. Go fight it. It's friendly. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he looks very friendly. Look, I died at like 1 or 2 hits anything down here. Like I use bomb flowers as a, destroy raid camps. I only got so many of those, you know. Why is this photo opportunity so freaking far away? Don't remember anyone in real life hating when people did not like it when they first saw it. People like were willing to accept it after they played it. But yeah, there was a lot of backlash when people saw the cartoony art style. I do recall that being a lot of people being turned off by that. Because initially when Nintendo first showed off their GameCube Zelda game, it did not look anything like that. It looked more like traditional like 3D Zelda. And so that's what people were expecting, and then all of a sudden they come out with like, hey, here's this very cartoony inspired Zelda game. Some people are like, what the fuck? But then it ended up being really good, and really good ends up being a very good way of convincing people. Remember people just disliking Twilight Princess for some reason. I feel like Twilight Princess is, an alright game, but I don't know. It just, at that point, I feel like fatigue of Zelda in that style was starting to set in. Because it was like, you had Ocarina of Time, then Majora's Mask, which is just more Ocarina of Time. Then you had Wind Waker, which really was just more Ocarina of Time, but on a boat. And then you had, well, you had Twilight Princess, which was Ocarina of Time, but with a dark world. And then you got Skyward Sword, which was Ocarina of Time with Sky Islands. So it was a little exhausted, the formula at that point. Definitely, yeah, I agree. Skyward Sword is like the last one of like the Ocarina of Time style. That's the reason they switched to Breath of the Wild style after that. But yeah, it was getting a like I said, that's my thoughts on it, anyways. I do remember getting excited for Twilight Princess based off the trailer for it, which was really freaking good. It's like, finally a mature... No, that wasn't mine. That was some people's take on it. Finally a mature Zelda for mature gamers. But I feel like, yeah, the pacing of Twilight Princess is also a little off.
Yeah.
The final fight, though, I will say, in Twilight Princess is really damn good. Against when you're, like, freaking, like, fighting Ganondorf on horseback, and he rides up toward you and throws Minda's, like, helmet on the ground. That's some good shit. And like I said, Midna I also love as a character. She's, like, one of the better ones. Had the Conan the Barbarian. I remember just, like, watching the trailer multiple times.
Yeah.
My photo opportunity here. Is it up? No, that's... Must be around all the goop. What's the ceiling up? I don't know. I don't think I can get around all this sea of goop now. Not without going through all that shit. Oh well, it was worth a shot, but I'm gonna leave this place now. Twilight Princess had a lot of series best fights, but Ganondorf at the end of Wind Waker comes... Yeah, Ganondorf Wind Waker's boss fight is actually my favorite. Just because it also has... It literally has Link, like, literally shoving his sword down Ganon's fucking face. So I was a little surprised when I saw, like, really? Damn. Damn, Nintendo. Yes. Where's the way out of this place again? Isn't this where I came down at? How do you get out of this place, actually? Because I thought there was like a little balloon or something that takes me out of the hole. And switch map start. Oh, I thought you. Oh, I was thinking there's like a manual way out. Right, oh, I see. Oh, the camera work in the depths wasn't in the fucking depths. It was up here. Okay. Just to take the photo back to the kid. When are you going to see the dark penis theme robot? Did I ever promise such a thing? Petra is best Zelda? Agreed. She was the first one of them to show actual character. Oh, look at this. You're the one I saw flying around the sky. Great to meet the first one to ever be launched from a Skyview tower. A real historic moment. Hey, what's your name? Link, you say. Hold on there. Really? Your name is Link? Hey, buddy. You've got the same name as that famous swordsman. Huh, good for you. Pretty big name to live up to, though. I'm pinned, by the way. I work for the Lucky Clover Gazette. Writing an article about this event, so folks everywhere will know about the Skyview towers being activated. Better get to work. Our newspaper is short on staff, so I've had to flap all over the place to cover the news. Hey, you could use another reporter. You should join us. Seem like a brave type and all? That's what it takes. Newspaper is based in Ibra, to the northwest. You'll find it near the bridge that leads to Rito village. Stop by if you're up to the adventure of a lifetime in the newspaper biz. Till then, so long. Do hate how when Tetra turns into Zelda, she loses her... Yeah, that's one of the very long-standing complaints about it. Though she does get it back during the fight with Ganon, I feel. Hey, you. Show Joshua the picture you took of the statue. The figure matches up pretty well, and it looks darn cool, too.
Hey!
This is it. This does match what's on the fragment.
Yeah.
Thank you, swordsman. Just like on the slate, this figure must be showing people of some sort, whoever they were. Which confirms my theory that people lived in the depths. I'm sure we'll find more traces of them if we keep searching. This is a big discovery. Now what's next? The possibilities are so much more to research. Oh, but before I focus on that, something I want to give you as thanks for helping with this stage of my investigation. Earlier surveys of the depths found all of this. What do you think it's for? Thank you. I found way more down there. Feel as if they contain some kind of strange power, like maybe it's energy for something. Anyway, they might help you in your search for Princess Zelda, so hopefully you'll find them useful. That fragment was helped us see the depths in a new way. Now we're closer to understanding one of its mysteries. I'm going to sift through everything that our surveys have brought back from down there. Maybe there are even more fragments that I can piece together. Goggles, swordsman, thank you so much for going to investigate the depths for me. I think Zelda as a whole can have personality summed up by the face she makes after Link stabs Ganondorf in Twilight Princess. So, to a degree. Oh, barge right in, huh? Does Zelda have personality in any other game besides Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, and Wind Waker? That's where she shows the most. I don't I believe Skyward Sword is another example of that, since it does focus on like the origins of Link, Zelda, and Ganon, but I've never played that one, so I can't say for sure. I remember Twilight Princess didn't really feature her that much. You like meet her once in the castle, and she's just like, this neat princess, like no, neat as in N-E-E-T. Doesn't seem to get out much. And then you see her, you technically fight her at the end of it when Ganon possesses her, and that's about it. That game's more about Midna. Hence what's called Twilight Princess. Ocarina of Time, she mainly is... Only time that she gets real... a little bit, since she spends a lot of the game as Sheikah. And you meet her as a child, but, yeah. Basically those three. Now that I know fragments like this one can help us see the depths in a new way, I'll be searching my collection for more. Let you know if it leads you need new break, but until then, you should probably focus on the investigation that Doc tasked you with, Mr. Swordsman. Swordsman, are you okay over there? You looked like you were somewhere else just now. Oh, I bet you're interested in that strange stone, huh? We discovered it in the depths. Looks both naturally formed and as though it's been carved into... I don't know much about it, as you can probably tell. There's still so much to learn. Once I'm done with my current investigation, I plan to start digging into it more. Great job getting to picture the figure that Joshua was looking for. She was pretty happy to see that statue. Still to show you how to use the camera. Inspired even. Puripad has even more potential functions, you know. Listen up, big update here. Your Puripad can be equipped with a sensor that detects shrines. Come on, act more impressed. I'm the first one in all of Hyrule who noticed the shrines after the upheaval, so I created a sensor to detect them. Only thing is, I can't set it up here at Lookout Landing. It'll be nearly impossible unless I'm in the Puripad Research Lab in Hatino Village. Right, it's a lab dedicated to the enhancement of the Puripad, which Pura and I developed. Once I'm in that lab and you join me there, I can further improve your Puripad, starting with the sensor. You'll find the lab in the east Necluda, off the southeast corner of Hyrule, on its far side of Hatino Village. A bit further than that, and you'll see a mighty peculiar place. Don't let the looks fool you, it's a cutting-edge lab. But for now, Josh's investigations are my main priority. So until she gets further along, I'll be staying here for a while. Alright, I think I have another side quest that was on the near that... Deck, stop clawing at my arm. That was near that over there. Dex, stop it. Stop it, kitty. Stop it. Yeah, it was like... There's like something... The monster hunter guys were attacking a village or something. Joke's on you, Robbie. I can Google this shrine. I guess now we get to choose where we want to go. To all these, like, rifts. Except for, I'm guessing, the, you know... Am I wrong in assuming you can't just go to the end in this game like you could in Breath of the Wild? Where you could, like, go to the castle and fight Ganon at the very beginning, after getting out the plateau? You can? Yeah, but I don't even know... well, maybe that looks pretty ominous. That big sky island over there with the, you know, the vortex around it. Is that the end? Well, yeah, like I said, I don't even know where the end would be at this point. Didn't she say they'd gone to fight some monsters over here? Let me choose it. Crisis Hyrule Castle. When Princess Zelda's remains a mystery, Hyrule Castle remains strangely in the sky. Okay, I guess it's still Hyrule Castle again then, isn't it? Regional phenomena. Just heard a rumor that the princess might have been seen in Rito Village. Maybe I did have a side quest. I'm gonna push you into going to Rito Village first, but yeah, it's where I'll be going the next time I play. I saw the falling shit from the Sky Island up there. It's a tiny Sky Island too, or it looks that way from here. Maybe it's actually pretty big. Let's help these lads out. What do you think of the game in terms of overall depth? I like the world in the, you know, that it doesn't feel empty, despite so many other open worlds feeling just bland and empty. It at least avoids that.
Hi.
Link, hello. Last time we met was at Hyrule Castle, if I remember right. I'm Hans, captain of Squad 1 of the Monster Control Crew. After our search for Princess Zelda at Hyrule Castle, I returned to my monster fighting duties. We're closing in on a monster stronghold up ahead. Once we approach their base, we'll wait for the right opportunity and launch our attack. Apologize if I'm being presumptuous, but running into you here feels like fate. I must say, nothing would be more encouraging than to have you, Hyrule's best swordsman, assist us.
Oh.
If we work together, I'm sure we could bring peace back to this land. Link is going to war voice. Are you guys actually gonna help? No, they are. Holy shit. Char. This is new. I was almost about ready to take it. No, 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 throw your fucking sword. Pick a better weapon, Link. Yeah, use your shield, your rusty shield broadsword. Why not? Oh. Whoop. Oh. Fuck. Whoops. That was cool of you, game. Quite a big area of effect on some of these things. It's under Hyrule Castle. Just dive under it, beat up. Okay, I don't want to read the rest of that comment actually. All right. Okay, you guys are still going. Okay, I'm just gonna fire bombs from here then. You know, where it's safe. I'm helping. What's the final do it? Blue. Oh, that'll make a nice spear. Victory is ours. Bravo, everyone.
Hi.
Link, I'm so grateful for everything you did for us. If you don't mind, could you come here for a moment?
Oh.
Just incredible. No monster is a match for you, Link. Come to think of it, Link, I was told that you wield a special sword, one more magnificent than all the others. I don't mean to be rude, but your weapon doesn't seem all that different from ours. The one I've heard about reveals its true power when wielded by someone worthy. Could that be it? Oh well, I'll be the first to admit when there's a gap in my knowledge. Oh, I'm so sorry. I nearly forgot something very important. 100 rupee. I can buy proper pants for this now being completed. Part of the bounty given to the monster control crew, so please don't hesitate to accept it. We plan to head southeast after this to Fort Atino in Necluda. Hope to get the chance to fight aside you again. May you fight with the goddess Hylia's... No, your peace. Link beating Ganondorf isn't really a spoiler. Well, obviously not, but I don't want the details of what leads up to the fight. Roasted acorns. Better be careful. I'm really burning through my bombs at this point. Yeah, relying on them a bit too much. Okay, we don't really have a lot of time left. Definitely more enemy variety in this game. So far though, it still seems like they're stuck on just using enemies that always can have a weapon in their hand that you can use. Which is, I guess you have, based on how the combat works and your enemies, your weapons degrading, you kind of have to have like enemies that can drop weapons that you can then pick up. But yeah, so far, yeah, maybe they've added more robot enemies to it. I'm gonna go back to the town and buy my pants. Hopefully you don't Need to buy DLC to not break them. I'm sure it'll be, it'll be like it was in the last game where you have energy use and it recharges. That's their way of balancing it, so you just don't always stick to the Master Sword. This is not where I wanted. Okay, I went the wrong. I think it came out. Yeah, wanted to go to the town. Town, please. Am I going to bed soon? Yes. I'm trying to get me tomorrow I finish up my Forspoken video, so I'll be spending almost all day on that before the stream, so I need to make sure I don't wake up late. And a lot of chat's getting sleepy too. Gonna head out. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy these pants over there, and then I'll be done. My last act of the night, buying up a proper outfit. So I appreciate any of you who are now taking off. Thank you for being here tonight. Hopefully you enjoy yourselves. I just not noticed there's a well here. Can you? Yeah, there's an adventure to be had down there probably. I'll probably forget about it though. Give me the trousers. And you can buy the same outfits more than once?
Oh.
Alright, outfit complete. That feels right. Alright, chat, yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. Getting late, everyone's also getting pretty sleepy, and I want to get to bed too. But yeah, I'm gonna be finishing up Forspoken tomorrow, like I said earlier. I basically just have to add captions to it now. It's pretty much done after that. I've got everything else in place. So here's hoping to release on Tuesday for the video. And I should be streaming again tomorrow, but video comes first. I gotta finish that up. I'm already like behind on releasing it. But I don't foresee myself not streaming or finishing it before stream time. But just a forewarning. Other than that, you've all been amazing. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the follow button if you haven't already. You can also join my Discord. Thank you for any bits, subs, or gift subs too tonight. And just thank you to the mod team, and thank you all for your time tonight. It's been my pleasure. I will see you all tomorrow or soon afterward. Peace, everybody.